and welcome to Duckling Open number 134. Hold on, why is that on my overlay? That was quite funny. Anyway, we are here in CranKy Open number 134. This is our monthly Diamond and Below tournament up to 4.2k MMR, and I am here with Stillmold.
Hello. How's it going?
It sure is going.
It's going. That's the
going.
most important bit. It's
going.
going.
Yes, it's not stopping. It's still going. The wheels may be missing, but we're going forward.
They're missing, but they're turning. They're somewhere turning. We don't know where they are, but they're turning.
Well, anyway, welcome to the first series of our tournament, and as we are here on Torches, one of our new maps in the map pool, and we are looking at the green Terran player representing Platinum Heroes and Germany. It is Captain Fish. Also, for some reason I have no music.
And in the southeast corner of the map, all the way from the land of Sweden, I think,
yeah.
Is Sweden, right? Orange Zerg, representing Team GGA, it is, and Dave Litos.
Also known as Pikachu.
Pika. Captain Fish, also known as current reigning SDO champion. By the way. The favorite.
I've just...
What?
Stick is testing my memory immediately after I wake up. That's nope.
I'm not testing your memory. It's literally on the Wikipedia page. Do you think I remember this stuff?
But look, I did not have time to open it to check.
You wrote the Wikipedia page.
Yeah, a week ago or a month ago, I guess.
Are we inspecting the steps? Yeah, they're broken.
Like
they're not up to code.
Yeah, but they're like runes on the sides.
Yeah, they're not up to code. These are not. There are no railings. It's not. Yeah, I would not do it like that.
I actually don't think I've seen Torches up close yet. I think Torches was one of those maps that in our TMC tournaments wasn't really picked all that much.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen it actually.
I think
so. These are not torches. These are braziers. Braziers. I
think braziers. Maybe
something like that.
But actually, this may be the one map that we've never seen played. Because I remember there was one map that just never was picked and nobody played. And the one time it was like the first map on the bracket. Like I think Light wasn't casting it, so we never got to see it.
It does have the Wrigley Earthworm thingies.
It does.
In the middle of the map. The giant
like
cryptomers. Yeah, they're kind of creepy.
See, I don't have issue with cryptos generally, but why tentacles? Why did we need the tentacles? Why are they so long?
Why are they wriggly and pulsating and wolf?
No, that's normal for Zerg, but like it's just that like that animation, like when it goes like on the edge of my vision, it just catches me off guard every time.
And speaking of normal, we have Fusion Core on the way for Captain Fish.
Very normal. Wasn't that the case actually the last time Captain Fish played that he always played one game of BCs every series?
I mean, I think it was also map specific because on these kinds of maps, when you have this parallel spawn situation, it ends up being really nice because you can sneak the battle cruiser in manually, and then it has the ability to escape pretty quickly.
Thing is, Devilitas does have overlords all along the way, so unless they go on by the very edge, they should be scouted, but we'll see.
Yeah, so far both of them playing pretty standard, nothing super crazy. First time like poking in with these Hellions right now. Does get a couple of creep tumors, which is nice.
Also some
Maybe even another one? No.
Yeah, gets it.
Oh, those are banings, right.
Ah yes, more weekly things. Look at that. Why are they so long?
Like, it looks like they're reaching towards you.
Yes,
Like,
that's what I mean. Like it's like it just looks wrong. It shouldn't be the case.
Alright, Devlitos getting a lair. It's about to finish. Droning up. Battlecruiser just about to finish for Captain Fish. So we're going to see how that plays out. Captain Fish is getting a third base, third command center at least. Waiting for an expansion. Ooh, nice poke here with those aliens, almost taking away all of the banelings.
Yeah, and now the PC actually teleports in. Did not fly in, so goes all the way there by the teleport. And takes the queen. And now the drones are completely undefended. There's no defense coming, actually, because they
the
are
aliens,
distracted.
Yeah, the Hellions are sneaking into the third base at the same time. They don't get a lot of kills, but they do keep Devlitos a bit occupied. But the battlecruiser is doing a lot of damage. 8 kills on that battlecruiser.
And 10 drones going down in total together with the Hellions, so pretty nice damage though. Unfortunately, don't for Captain Fish that he did lose the Hellions as well, but still pretty nice.
Tendrils is the word I was looking for, not tentacles.
Yes.
Tendrils, that fits the ugh. That fits the ugh much better. And speaking of ugh, these Hellions almost get surrounded by these Zuglings.
I like the tentacles
most
helped.
of them get burned down. Yeah, I think it's like, oh, we're holding them for you. Kill. Battlecruiser sneaking around, trying to kill overlords.
I know that I'm distracted from the game, but I like the aesthetic of this map.
Ooh, there's a healing thingy here.
This is an air healing pad.
And it works on air units. Oh, very nice. Good job on
it's the blessing of
Captain
the
Fish
Protoss
for
guy.
actually knowing this.
This is how I put it in
usually
lore,
most
it's a blessing.
Usually most players don't know about these things. And even we didn't know about these things because we've never seen this map.
Yeah, I'm very unfamiliar with this map specifically, so...
It's also second battlecruiser sneaking into the main base of Devlitos, so we're gonna have a multi-pronged battlecruiser attack here. Captain Fish struggling to keep that third base on the ground.
Yeah, we had the Ling Bane there for the third base, and I guess Captain Fish is just focused on the offensive, so he doesn't really have the time to pay attention to the defense that much. But yeah, he has 2 BCs in the bases.
Yeah, Yamato yeets that queen out of the way, and this spore crawler is about to go down as well. And there is no defenses. All the battlecruisers are coming in, and GG is called.
Captain Fish
taps out, and Captain Fish takes game number 1.
Yep. Nicely done. With the BC.
Captain Fish. No, that's no.
Captain Fish.
Fish.
He's a fish.
Fish. Let's keep it civil.
It is a fishy.
Fishy, yes. He's no.
Oh, I'm the party leader.
I have my tea here.
I have my half-a-liter mug of tea. Just want to point it out. That's why it took me so long to make it. It's still not even full. God damn it.
Yeah. Shout out to our raid we had before from Kanoya.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to Kanoya.
From all the raiders. And we also had myself and Captain Fish accidentally started a hype train by renewing our subscription earlier. Captain Fish also gifted a sub. So that's nice.
Nice. Who got it?
Shout out to our YouTube chat as well. At Prada and the Megalord over there. How we doing?
Devlitos wants to vote on the next map.
We are 4 people. We can just vote. Yes, you're party leader. You can suggest votes for the party management, for the party committee.
Okay,
so our next map is going to be Pylon LE.
also a map I feel like I didn't see a lot of, but...
Yeah, I don't think I've ever casted this one. I'm guessing it has pylons in it.
No. Not a single one, I'm sure.
The wheel's still spinning, but the hamster's dead.
No, the hamster's okay.
Is it?
It's just... the wheels are square.
It's not dead. It's just tired. It's just lying there like Dijon
Yeah,
duck.
it hasn't slept in a week.
It's like, Dijon hamster.
And the hamster hasn't
Oh, I like
slept in
the
a
look
week.
of the map.
Huh?
I like the colors of the map.
Yeah, they are
Gold,
quite different.
purple,
Yeah.
beige type thing going for it.
Mm-hmm.
Very locks, if you
I think
will.
my favorite part is
Choice.
the bridge in the middle, though. But we'll get to that because
Is it
for
made
now,
of wood?
no, we'll see. But for now, we have to introduce our place because we are now loaded into Pylon LE, not to be confused with Pylon the building. Anyway, we are here in the top left corner of said map and we are looking at our orange Zerg player from Sweden representing GTA team. It is Dave Litos.
And in the southeast corner of the map, current reigning SDO champion, our blue Terran, representing Platinum Heroes and the land of Germany. Give it up for Captain Fish.
So, Pylon has very specific aesthetic and it's very, very Protoss.
Ooh, it's like a force field bridge.
Yeah.
You know what?
It moves.
Did you ever stand on one of those glass bridges, or like?
I think
They have them sometimes in some buildings or in like plazas and stuff.
I think I did in. I want to say I did in Singapore, but I don't remember if I did actually.
It's very unnerving.
I mean, yeah.
it's a
Especially
very uncomfortable feeling.
If you have fear of heights, then definitely.
I don't know if I have fear of heights, but I definitely have that tingle in my brain that's like, I'm very uncomfortable standing here.
Yeah, especially since you are a kid, you are told that glass is very fragile, and then you're standing on glass.
Yeah. Yeah, it's that. Yeah. So now, imagine standing. It's not even glass. It's like energy.
Yeah. Like you can barely
like,
even feel it under your feet. It's just there. It moves.
Even if you feel it, it can just like go wrong. Just bloop, just shut down and just.
There's just like interference or something, you know.
Yeah. Just like, an EMP should basically block that thing, right? An EMP grenade should just drop all the units on it, just whoop, to the ground.
True, that would be funny.
Beast.
I don't think it's possible, but it would be funny if EMP like destroyed the bridge temporarily.
Ugh. Makes me very I just talking about it, my calves are cramping. I'm just like so uncomfortable.
It's okay, Stick, you are not on the bridge.
No,
Oh, no.
no, Captain Fish.
No, we're
What
losing
happened?
the fishy. He's fell down the bridge.
German internet.
Oh no. Well,
All the copper wires are melting.
we will get our fishy back soon. TM.
No.
I'm sure he will find a way back, so don't worry about it.
This looks like a disconnect complete. Oh,
Where's my
we're
pause
back.
button?
Game paused.
Let's see.
oh. See if everything is okay. That was like a 30-second, good
Yeah.
30-second disappearance.
It was
Oh,
like
boy.
timing out.
Okay,
Okay.
hotels are ready. Let's get back into it.
Game resumed.
Okay. let
Hopefully the
me-
internet is functioning well.
I will say though, I don't know what it is, but my internet has also been a bit wonky lately. Like specifically the last few days, it's been a bit wonky.
Yeah, mine as well, by the way. Like on my data plan on my phone, for some reason, it can't even load GIFs for some reason.
Is there like maybe a solar storm or something? Because if it's happening everywhere at the same time.
I think they're just like internet service providers are just, you know, throttling communication because they're cheap or something.
I wouldn't say so. I wouldn't say so because it's not my mobile plan that has problems. It's specifically like the cable internet, which is weird.
Yeah. I like the purple plants here.
Yeah.
There's like
It's like this.
whole bunch of purpley
There's
plants.
like some obelisk kind of thing.
Now this is a specific plant that actually exists, and like we have it in my garden.
Ah.
That
what's it
purple
called?
thingy. Yeah, it's much smaller. It's not. It's like it's one of those things that crawl around and get into
Look!
everywhere. Hey, it's the pylon.
I saw the Reaper
We
die.
were wondering what the pylon is. This is the one.
That is the pylon. The one that the map is named after.
Wait. Check in the middle. Make sure there's not like a giant pylon here that we're missing. And while we're talking
There are a
about.
few here.
Okay. No, okay.
they're
Okay.
about the same
There are a few
size.
more pylons here.
Yeah.
His internet got confiscated. Yeah, you missed it
God,
that earlier in
Istan.
chat. Istan and I were doing some fish puns.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
You know what? This one double gets me, but this is something that means nothing to you. But there's actually a race in Final Fantasy that speaks like that, where like everything like they add a sh everywhere, so that actually makes a lot of sense.
Are those like the snake thingies?
No, they're like fish people. So they would actually say confiscate.
I can't keep up with their Final Fantasy playthroughs because every time I go there, it's a completely different place, completely different characters, completely
Look.
different story, and I'm like, I can't even.
Look, we do like
Like
6
what?
hour streams, so you know we cover a lot.
Yeah. The other day I went into your stream and there was like this epic ending cinematic like the Lord of the Rings. And I was like, what the?
Oh, you don't want to
I
get me
don't
started
know.
with that.
I
I
haven't-
hated it.
Oh, I heard the rant. I heard. I was there for the rant. Don't worry.
Oh, as Captain Fish is running into the first base of Davlitos, the Marines are here, but the Banelings are not. Some Zerglings try to help, but there's not enough of them to stop this double medivac drop.
Ooh, the hatchery might actually go down here. It looks like it will. Nice catch by Captain Fish.
Yeah, catches Davlitos
Look
off
at this.
guard, catches a few drones with that as well. The third base is being rebuilt on the other side, but I mean, there's still nothing to contest these Marines. Actually, Davlitos has to invest into static defense.
Not even any combat shields.
True.
Marine,
Combat
good
shield is about to
unit.
finish.
Yeah.
But yeah, the binding speed is nowhere near completion. Actually, is there a lair yet? There is a lair, so binding speed has just not been started.
Is Devlitos actually skipping that into maybe going into Hydras? Question mark?
I mean, there's no higher than either, is there? Yeah. I think he might have just forgotten binding speed.
Yeah, that's rough.
It is very rough as another
Okay.
wave of Terran is here and destroying that second third base cancelled, fortunately for Davlitos. But yeah, he's in a big trouble.
Very difficult in this situation right now, because now you have the tank as well, and without the bailing speed and the creep spread, it's going to be very difficult to get a good connection on these Marines.
Yeah, and now they do have the shield. Oh?
Bailing speed just started.
Yeah.
Yeah, Devlitos did forget about it. I was thinking maybe Devlitos is going for some kind of like, you know, 9,000 IQ play here, but no.
Catching
Okay,
the tanks,
I
though.
think it was just yeah, decent connections. Gets the tank with the Zerglings, and there, I think, not enough Marines to keep the pressure going too much. They're kind of low on health. The medivacs are out of energy, so this should get cleaned up. Yeah, the queens have a lot of transfuses between them.
Another tank joins in the fight though, and this third base once again is under fire. It cannot be cancelled anymore as it just finished, so if the tank focuses it, it will go down.
Yeah, there's just about enough here for Captain Fish to keep it going, and the base will probably go down again. GG is called. Very good pressure by Captain Fish here, taking advantage of that opportunity, but yeah, definitely toss. Missing that bailing speed was critical, because it's the only threat you have against those Marines, right?
Hey, still.
What? What? What did we miss? What happened? Predictions? Did we miss prediction? Did we miss prediction?
Which color?
Captain Fish reminded you. No, just so people in the chat know. Captain Fish in game reminded Krupp about predictions, and Krupp was like, "Yeah, yeah, I remember, I remember."
Okay, there's the pen. Oh, this
It's
one
okay.
actually
It's
has
okay.
much
The
better
hamster
color.
the hamster is just, you know, it's not
struggling.
out of bed just yet.
It has not been fed yet.
It's like walking on the wheel, but it's like, I'm so tired. I didn't even have my coffee yet. It's like walking slowly like a zombie.
Well, my pen does not want to write, so I guess the arrow will have to do. I have arrow sticky notes, so there you go. But yeah, with that, we can take a look at the bracket.
Yes, we have Cost Phoenix going up to 0 against HIMARS, and we'll be going against Blazer in the second round. We have I Like Trains going up against Battle Pants. To see who goes against Captain Fish right here in the second round. We have Winter. How do you pronounce that?
I
Winter.
think it's just winter.
Against Mad Max SE2 to see who goes up against Pretty Fly in the second round. Pretty Fly is, don't remind me, I know that. Horseradish, yes.
Yes.
You also have Ragnar going up against Nox Happening. Nox Happening winning 2-0. Waiting on Sugar Cult the Second versus Tur. Tur also a finalist from last SDO. Went 3-0 against Captain Fish. Battle Pants also a finalist from the SDO previous to that, where they lost 3-0 to Horseradish. Yes, I don't remember all of these things, just so you know. It's all on the Wikipedia. Shout out to Kuro, who updates all the Wikipedia pages.
Hey, and shout out to Captain Fish, who just gifted a sub to Pikachu, aka Dave Litos.
Yay! Look at that! Look at that gracious victorious favorite. This is why he's our favorite. Actually, we have a game maybe. Looks like Winter versus Horseradish.
Follow Captain Fish, right? Since we already started.
And I know, but I like.
I know somebody wanted to see I Like Trains, so potentially maybe we will see them. Either I Like Trains or Battle Plans should be here soon. TM.
Okay, so should we go back to NA? Just
Yes. Either way, it should probably be actually. Yeah, it should probably be NA. Yeah. Yeah. Hamster is struggling.
Did you at least eat something before the cast?
I did, actually.
Good stuff.
But I did not sleep very well, so the brain is only half there.
Well, you know, same as usual.
Pretty much, unfortunately.
I mean, yeah, to be fair, I was sleep struggling a little bit this week as well. I can attest to that. It's always like this time of year when it's like it's hot and it's cold, it's hot and it's cold in the middle of the night, and you have no idea whether you want to have a blanket on or not, no blanket or whatever, or the window open or the window closed, and you're like, ugh. It's like you're never comfortable.
Fortunately, I don't have that problem. Because
I do.
It's just cold. Like, for some reason, it just decided that, yeah, May will be cold. What are you gonna do? April was hot. So, like, it makes no sense. But hey, here we are.
Yeah, we did have a bit of a false spring this year. Which, to be fair, is starting to be so common that it's going to be like that every year. It's welcome to the new climate.
Oh, we got the Wikipedia page updated by Light VIP. Who is the admin of this tournament, for those who don't know?
What was updated?
The Wikipedia page.
Ah, okay.
Oh, interesting.
Shout out to Light VIP, who sometimes also updates the Wikipedia page.
Well, he usually does for when he's admin. So sometimes for other stuff too. It looks like.
Oh, apparently we.
Yeah.
What? Yeah, you go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say we have 1, 2, 3. I think 3 new players that I don't recognize. So hey, welcome to the tournament. Maybe...
Is Ghost Phoenix a new Phoenix?
No.
Okay. It sounds a little bit like Budget Phoenix, but
it's a cost efficient, you know.
We have Phoenix at home. We have like 2 or 3 Phoenix at home at this point.
Yeah, we're getting at like 4, I think. I don't remember how many we had. I'm sure we had at least 2 at the same time, like at the same point of time. Yeah. Like there were 2 competing actively.
Oh yeah, we had definitely more than that. We had
yeah.
Phoenix Tears, and we have
true. If you count
Phoenix.
Those, then yeah.
Phoenix.
I mean,
we had both of them in our clans at the same time, so you know.
Yeah, I mean, then we have Night Phoenix.
Night Phoenix, more Phoenix. What Phoenix? It's starting to sound like a Dr. Seuss comic book, children's book. Not comic book, like illustrated book. That's what I meant to say. Shall I? I'm not. I didn't tell Captain Fish that you forgot the predictions. I'm letting you. I'm letting you off the hook.
Don't tell him. It's definitely not listening.
Okay.
He knows.
Oh, what did you forget? He noticed. He just noticed.
Oh no.
But Kuro, why did you forget the Vorhersage? Vorhersage. Sage? Vorhersage.
Okay.
Vorhersage.
The player you are trying to invade is not currently accepting invites from players who are not at the friendlies.
Okay, looks like I like trains. As 2 and 1 against Battle Pants. The Pants of Battle.
Yeah. Battle Pants. I don't know. What's another like fighting word? Fighting trunks.
Combat pants. Fighting trunks. Yeah, in the yellow trunks, right? That's what TB used to
Yeah.
say.
And let me double check. And yeah, I like trains. It's from
You're
Australia.
not important enough. You're not important enough.
Ow.
Ouch.
I see how it is.
I like trains. It's is that a reference to the that comic thingy?
Comic thingy?
Yeah, there was like a like an old school internet meme,
Comic.
like comic, like animated.
You mean the ASDF
Sports.
animation by Tomska?
I don't. I didn't.
Comic
I only
thingy.
know about this because I think you or
The
I
comic
think you
thingy.
told me about it, or maybe I think maybe Dali showed them to
I
me.
have no idea.
Yeah, you gotta change the setting.
Let's let him make the party because it's not letting me, even though he says that he has the setting changed. So maybe bugging out.
Leave party. Okay.
Uh,
We can just do a lobby, right?
No, it's fine.
Did that. Okay, there we go. We are all in party.
We figured it out. Low cost Phoenix, oh no.
Okay. Dude, at this point, there are so many players called Phoenix. It's like the biggest meme.
I forgot I have to wait until the other maps load. Okay, good.
Hey, shout out to SW Pro. Just raided. Welcome, raiders. ברוכים הבאים. Thank you for that. Sugar Cult is raiding as well.
Yeah. Sugar Cult took
Sugar
part.
Cult the second, though, not to be confused with the other Sugar Cults.
Yes,
just the
yes.
second.
We actually got a lore like explanation for the name. Oh, I have to find it.
Did we? Okay, what is?
Hold on. I know we have a lobby set up, but I have to now find the explanation for the name because we did get it.
Hey,
can do
Kuro.
this.
Hey, Kuro.
Yes.
Hey, group. Don't forget predictions.
Yeah. Here's the comment.
Yeah.
Maybe this is the comment? Okay, this is the comment. Hold on, I'm just gonna screenshot it for you. That's the fastest way. There you
Okay,
go.
both players are ready. Can start.
Okay. We are
Don't forget
ready.
predictions. Don't forget 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 predictions.
Stick, you can breathe. You can breathe. Oxygen is nice.
No, who needs oxygen? I have copium.
Oh, true. We all know copium is better. Anyway. Predictions are open. I hope. Let me actually double check that it works.
We did it.
Now I have to...
We did it.
Okay, it does work. So anyway, we are now here in the second series of our stream, in the quarterfinals, where we are on Tokamak. Tokamak LE. LE stands for... Stick.
look everywhere. Look everywhere. When you lose something, just look everywhere and you will find it.
Also, when you're looking at the new map, look everywhere, because maybe there's a healing path that you didn't know about.
Yeah.
So, in the top right corner of said map, we have our orange Terran player, representing Platinum Heroes in Germany. It is Captain Fish.
And in the southwest corner of the map, all the way from the land of Australia, representing Clan Axis Outsourced, it is our green Zerg. Give it up for I Like Trains!
I think the clan may be actually outdated, but I do not know what the new clan is, so I can't help you there.
Look, I go by the list. The list is the queen of my brain.
The list is updated whenever people play in the tournament, so sometimes if they don't play for a long time, it will be a little bit outdated. So look,
I mean,
look at the electricity.
I Like Trains is like clan tag is Yikers.
Yeah.
But they are Australians, so that doesn't mean anything, right? An Australian team definitely would have like something like that as their tag.
True.
As well as Pepe the Frog as their icon.
Yeah, look, Australians are built different, okay?
They're built different, they're organized different, they sound different, they think different, they drink different. Well, welcome to Australia, drink different.
Oh, no. And yeah, we have a Turax straight up from Captain Fish, not proxy, just a straight up Turax, so the Reapers are going across the map. There are a few Zerglings, but this is a pretty regular number of Zerglings from our Zerg player. And we will see how he deals with all these Reapers coming his way.
Yeah, this is not much of an all-in in terms of Reapers. It's not proxy, thank goodness. But yeah, it doesn't look like Captain Fish is going to be pressuring too much. Just trying to prevent a third base from being plopped down. There are some Reaper ramps here, but oh, actually that's not enough Zerglings to keep them surrounded.
Yeah, those are slow Zerglings still. So.
One Reaper does go down. Second Reaper, maybe? No. Okay, does put the pressure. So that's good.
And builds a third CC in the meantime. Also, you were supposed to read the notes on the name.
Right, I'm more concerned with the fact that we don't have a factory just yet. We just have a... We just have a third base. So Captain Fish might be going for something a little more aggressive here. Okay, there it is. I was like, maybe he's going 4x after Command Center? I don't know. My brain went places.
Base. Nah.
Look, we've seen crazier things, right? We've casted Miomaika.
Look, Miomaika is his own beast, okay?
But he interferes with the concept of the game, right? Once you've casted Miomaika, you can't just go back and look at StarCraft the same way.
True.
You don't want to be fair. You want things to be crazy.
I mean, to be fair, Hydras became way more popular after Miomaika used them, so...
Yeah. Alright, so Sugar Cult II. Little bit of Sugar Cult lore. Name was stolen from RF Online. What's RF Online?
No idea.
Player base Sugar Cult. Then after nickname change, I found out about music band names Sugar Cult. Therefore, not you need to learn punctuations, Sugar Cult. No, not in Sugar Cult. Not the first, but the second. What? Oh, okay. So that it's like a recycled Sugar Cult.
Recycled. Oh my.
Thank you for casting and organizing tourney. See you in the next one. Okay, there we go. So it was the second use of the Sugar Cult name. Not the second person to use that nickname.
Yeah, not to be confused with the first. As we have I Like Trains going for some roaches. Getting ready for that wave. Coming soon TM.
Indeed,
Captain-
sugar.
Uh-huh.
I was about to say roach speed, but for some reason I said sugar cold.
Sugar
Good.
speed.
Sugar
I
speed.
see.
Yes. Ooh, we have a butt. We have a butt. Look at the butt. It's a butt. Gonna go Nidus. Very sneaky.
Yeah,
There,
and I mean,
like trains.
there's a lot of space in the main base, so Captain Fish may not even be aware even Nidus comes down there.
Yeah, there's no vision on the edges of that big thick base there. The big thick main Terran base. And Captain Fish will have all of his marines on the other side of the map. It's gonna be very dangerous.
Yeah, but that said, for now the forces of the Zerg are distracted by these marines, but also Captain Fish sees how many roaches are in this army already, so he knows that something aggressive is coming, just may not know where.
Okay, then Nidus is popping out of the vision of Captain Fish and does not know about it.
See, for
Flirt
now,
here in the main base and the natural with these marines, but as soon as Captain Fish gives I Like Trains a second of breathing room, he can use that Nidus to go ahead and attack them. But oh, it gets discovered. Very lucky find there by Captain Fish.
yeah, I think after seeing how many roaches there are going around the bases, he scanned the main to see if maybe there is something fishy, and he did find it. So yeah.
I think he actually saw the creep spread getting into the vision of those buildings,
Maybe.
and then scanned to see what was up there. But good job actually on both players. They're both sort of blocking the other from actually doing much damage.
Yeah.
So both of their assaults are kind of negated. Now we're going to see into the mid game how they're both planning to actually do damage.
I mean, Alex Chase has to do something because he has all of these roaches that are not really doing anything for him. Just, running around the bases, chasing this single drop, or I guess double medivac drop from the Terran. And
But he just got a Hydralisk Dan and the thing, what the crab building. What's infestation pit? The building that looks like a crab. This looks like a crab.
I don't know what crabs you have at your place, Uh-huh.
Why is that? Isn't this the building that you need for Broodlords?
True.
It's more
Does
like a
look like a
Broodlord
Broodlord.
than like an Infestor, right?
This is an awful sound, by the way, to have in the background.
Yeah. All sorts of sounds. Alright. There comes the Roach Hydra. Very powerful composition here. +1 range is about to finish as well. They do have a carapace already, so they are a little beefy.
Yeah, in the meantime, Alex Chase is
Captain
also
Fish doesn't-
expanding everywhere, so making sure he has that economy to back this up.
It's very important. Oh, the tank at the back, not doing much, but yeah, this base is going to have to be evacuated. Captain Fish does have another third base being set up, and this attack will get thwarted. So this isn't the end for Captain Fish here. Lilac Train's kind of just running this entire army into death.
Yeah, he did
without
overextend
gaining
a bit.
much.
He did overextend a bit because there were already reinforcements from the Terran, and yeah, his army was just running into the wall, smashing into the Terran army, and yeah, unfortunately, it didn't quite break the bases of Captain Fish, but definitely, put some pressure on him.
And we're going Lunkers. I'm gonna skip the Infestors and going to Lunkers. So that's gonna be fun. There's another medivac drop here by Captain Fish. They're quite low on energy, so this shouldn't be doing too much, but it is very annoying for the Zerg to deal with.
Yeah, it's basically just keeping the attention of the Zerg on their side of the map so they don't think about harassing the Terran bases, and in the meantime Captain Fish was able to save this third base and even secure that fourth.
What worries me for I Like Trains here that the trades so far have not been in the Zerg's favor. Ooh, breaking down these rocks. Does that block some of the minerals
It
here or
destroys the
something?
minerals. They're gone.
Oh, nice. Like no gold for you.
I mean, the
Come
gold
back one
minerals
game.
stay, but the blue ones are gone. So yeah, it's a
Okay.
less worth it of a base. I think they gone permanently.
Well, this will be an opportunity to see. I don't know why they would though. I mean, it just collapses on the minerals. If you clear it up,
Yeah, just
there
dig them
should
up,
still be the minerals there, right? Oh, there's like a suspended Zergling there. A giant Zergling. That Zergling is the size of a siege tank.
Yeah, that's a pretty big
That is
Zergling.
frightening. Yeah.
What else do we have here? As the army is
that's
clashing with the Zerg.
Oh, God, stop playing. We want to look at the map. This is
Stop
more
fighting, I'm
important.
distracted.
Okay, I like Trains goes for the surround there with the Zerglings at the back. I'm gonna try and find an opportunity to maybe catch Captain Fish surrounded. Captain Fish does send us one Marine to scout and see what's coming and splits the forces. In the meantime, just whittling down those lurkers. Oh, Dire Trains goes for it, digs in the lurkers close to the tanks. I don't know if it's close enough. There are still a lot of Marines left. One tank is still standing. And Captain Fish will continue the push.
Yeah, even with that surround, the Electrons did not have enough units to contest the Terran army. His Hydras ran into the Marines. There was not that much Lingbane to support that either. Actually, I think it was just Zerglings, not even Baneling. So, yeah, he was not able to break this siege. And with that, Captain Fish is moving forward.
And now it's a lot of Hydralisks, and they are pretty good Hydralisks, but yeah, without any more backup, they need some Roaches or something with them. And that's not going to be enough. I Like Trains taps out, and Captain Fish will take game number 1. I just, before the game ended, I looked at the units lost tab, and yeah, Captain Fish traded very well in this game. I Like Trains just threw one army after another. So much lost minerals and gas. It's frightening. So let's see what the next map is going to be. It's going to be ley lines, where lines are being laid.
Sorry, even Light was reminding us about predictions. Okay.
It's a good thing. We need to be reminded. SMH my hedge.
SMH. Okay, our players are ready.
Flash in chat is saying that that Zergling was bathing.
Sure, it was. It was just
Like
chilling, just
chilling.
floating.
Chilling in a tank. I don't know if it's chilling. Maybe it's a warm tank, you know.
Sure, it
water.
could be a warm one.
Oh, that's right. Ley lines is the one with the lava that makes no sense. All right, then. I was like, I just don't remember how that map looked, and now I look at the thing, and I'm like, oh, okay, it's this one.
Your favorite?
No, my favorite is Captain Fish. Ah! Get it? It's fun. I didn't say it was a good one. Your silence feeds me.
I know. I know. Do you want to introduce
Anyway,
the map?
we are on ley lines, where lines are being laid, and there's lava for some reason. We don't understand how it works. In the southwest corner of the map, all the way from the land of Germany, representing Platinum Heroes, current reigning SDO champion, our Orange Terran is Captain Fish.
And on the top right side of the map, we have our green Zerg player representing Australia and Yikers? Question mark? Chat? Help me.
Yikers!
It is I Like Trains.
Actually, it's Australian, so it's more probably more like Yoikers, mate.
No, I think they would say Yikers.
Right?
They would say Yikers.
Yikers. They always add more vowels to things. It's not like Americans would say yikers, right?
Look,
Australians would be like yoikers, mate.
I have no idea about accents. Unless it's like very specific, I have no idea what accent it is. Also, Iceland has another one for you.
As I tend to say about him, he trades very efficiently. Yes. Very efficient player. Also, is that a space marine with bread on his head?
I don't think it's a space marine, but yes, that is bread.
It's like a bread head.
Captain Fish has once
bread.
explained what that means, but I don't fully understand.
It's a beret, but braid. Beret, right?
Beret. Oh dear. This will be a long day.
Look. The hamster is getting dizzy.
Yeah, like now the wheel is spinning, the hamster is not, but the wheel is spinning and the hamster is just like, ah.
It's like, the wheel is not spinning, but it feels like it. That's when the hamster is hungover.
Do not give alcohol to your hamsters.
Yeah, no. Yeah, mate.
Although, have you heard there are some birds that get drunk? I think waxwings specifically are known to get drunk.
No, there are a lot of them. There are animals that would specifically wait for certain fruit to ferment, and then they're going to eat it, and they get completely plastered. But like there are monkeys that do that. There are elephants that get drunk. Like they'll eat like an entire tree full of like fermented, fruit, and then they'll get plastered. It's really funny.
Cats have catnip. Why can't other animals have their own thing?
Yeah, well, catnip is not. It doesn't get them drunk. It's more like it makes them like unreasonably attracted to like rubbing themselves on that plant. It's very weird.
It has various effects on different.
And some of them it doesn't affect at all. It's like a genetic thing.
Doesn't. I think it's like 2/3 of cats are even affected in the first place. Like it's not as big as we thought it was. I think. And I know that kittens specifically don't get affected at all. For some reason, it only works for adults, or like teenager at least.
Well, kittens will get distracted by a piece of string, so it doesn't really. It doesn't really matter.
But yeah,
You
apparently
don't even
it
need
doesn't work.
catnip. Okay, Hellion's coming in, poking in, getting some larvae, which is nice to get. Denying some production for this. Of course. Very annoying. And we have a fusion core.
I told you, once per series, there has to be a battle cruiser game.
Why not?
Yeah, why not?
It's a very good viable strategy. It's the only place where a battle cruiser is not a stupid unit to make, like DVZ. Yeah, it's a good place.
I still remember when we showed you that clip where Crank was agreeing with you that BC is a stupid unit.
Vindication! Yeah, because at the time it was a very stupid unit to make. It was it's a unit. If you made it, if you made it against a competent opponent, you would be dead. Like On ladder, it sometimes works because you're up against players you don't know how to defend against it, and they get frightened by the battlecruiser. Yeah, and then you would just die. Keep in mind, this was before the battlecruiser. This was before battlecruisers had the thing where they can move while shooting at the same time.
Yeah.
No, they had teleport, but it was an energy-based one, not an ability, not a cooldown ability. And they had they didn't have the shoot while moving.
Yeah, that
which is very, very important. Which makes it viable specifically for this kind of harassment role. Oh, that's a lot of roaches.
That is a lot of roaches. It definitely looks like Electrain favors roach play, at least in ZVT.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Battlecruiser teleports to the main base of Electrains. And catch 5 drones already. Oh, it does get caught by a bunch of queens here. Hellions coming in, getting a few more kills as well. Ooh, they're getting into the natural! Gonna get barbecue! KBBQ!
Yeah, the Battlecruiser was a distraction as the Hellions are getting in. The drones will surround and actually deal with the threat, but not before 12 of them do go down. At the same time though, the roaches went across the map.
Oh, but they run into the tanks and they're just standing in there. They do kill a lot of SCVs, but I don't know if this is going to be enough. Oh, the tanks do go down though.
Yeah, the tanks go down and it's 18 SCVs going down already. The reinforcements are here, but not fast enough to defend actually. The third base is completely fortified.
The battlecruiser also went down, so yeah, this is not very successful for Captain Fish. Losing the battlecruiser and taking damage at home. Yeah, this makes this attack very, very not worth it.
Finally up, they're actually they're fairly close in the resources loss though. So.
Yeah, but keep in mind, Captain Fish is actually losing more than the Zerg.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just out of that battlecruiser, look at the difference in terms of resources: 400 and 100 to gas, 400 minerals, 100 to gas. That battlecruiser accounts for the difference and more.
Mm-hmm.
These things are so expensive; you can't lose them.
Well, there's another one, and this going across the map. I mean, of course, Electrains did see it, so he will be alerted to it coming. Ooh, the roaches, though, they are running straight into the tank fire.
Look at how they rolled into the abyss there, to the ravine. Self-cleaning roaches. Self-disposing roaches. And Battlecruiser getting some kills here. But this is, this is very light harassment in comparison to what Captain Fish needs right here, right now. Electrain is going to try and prevent Captain Fish from expanding here into the 4th base.
Wow.
And that should work for a little while. Captain Fish doesn't really have much to deal with those fortresses right now.
I was honestly expecting an SCV coming, but then I realized that it's just a building floating slowly.
Yeah, this is like Terran expansion. You don't need to build on site. You can prefab everything and just float it.
Do you think in StarCraft 3 they would just have blueprints and they would just put blueprints everywhere? And just, just bring the entire building out. That they just queue the building in the command center and then it just pops out of the command center, it just flows to the place it's supposed to be.
Yeah, that's the life. Well, Battlecruiser comes back to deal with the roaches. Pretty nice. Like, what you're describing is pretty much how you build stuff in Command & Conquer and Red Alert, right?
Oh yeah, I heard.
You basically just pop the building out of nowhere. You don't even need a unit to build it.
Yeah, but I think it would be funner if it was flying from the command center very slowly.
I like the idea. I like the fact that Terran buildings can float and move around. It's a useful ability. Back in my days, Even Anchibase used to be able to fly.
I still don't understand why they changed that, actually. Like, what was the reason for the NGB to no longer fly?
I think they concentrated only on the production buildings that are able to move around. And all the tech buildings are just like planted into the ground.
But why?
Yeah, it makes the gameplay more dynamic, you know. You can float your base, but if you do, you're gonna sacrifice all of your tech stuff.
I guess, yeah. No, I'm just going it because
do
in
you want-
StarCraft 1 you
do you
could
want to
float
go-
almost everything.
Yeah, do you want to go up against a Terran who can just float all their buildings away from you?
Hello, Hellbats. Unfortunately, they transferred a little too long and weren't able to actually do much
Yeah.
damage.
Yeah, they don't have the fast switching ability.
Smart servos.
Smart servos, yes. That's the
Still-
one.
I still don't know what servos are.
Servos are little those little engines that make things move like in a very specific way. Like they're not rotational.
Okay.
They like control like valves and stuff, you know, stuff that go in, on and off. Open, shut, stuff like that.
Okay. As the base of the circuit goes down to the BCs.
Okay. So Captain Fish is expanding well here. Battle cruisers are doing a good job keeping ILAC trains on that side of the map, harassing here and there. Whip spread is not the best for this point of the game. It got a little cleaned up by the Terran.
Yeah, Electra is also losing a lot of queens to those BCs because they had constantly Yamatos, so that's also quite painful.
Yeah, good harassment there by Captain Fish. Man, I love battle cruisers so much. I'm so happy they actually made that unit good for something. I hated when battle cruisers were a stupid unit.
It looks like Captain Fish is preparing for another frontal attack. He has a lot of tanks in this army, and this is a mech army. It's just Hellions and tanks. There are no Marines here.
Yeah, yeah. When you say a lot of tanks, I mean more tanks than Hellions and Marines.
I mean, yeah. Do we have any Marines? We have 4. I think those are the 4
There
in
are
the
4
bunker.
Marines somewhere. Yeah, they're in the bunker. Okay, Blue Flame Hellions at the front, keeping the Hydralisks away. Tanks are sieging in a staggered manner. Oh, but they might get surrounded here. It's very dangerous for Captain Fish here.
Yeah, fortunately for
careful.
Captain Fish,
Oh.
he does siege a few tanks on the back, so the rest of the army
Yeah.
has the time to move into position.
Oh, God. So many siege tanks. That's so much boom boom in one concentrated location. It's insane. They just point their guns at the Hydralisks and then just a whole bunch of Hydralisks just disappear.
That's GG's
It's
call.
comically funny.
That was
Yes,
a lot of
Captain
firepower.
Fish will be taking the series 2-0. So we have Blazer winning 2-0 versus Cost Phoenix, and we'll now be waiting. He's now waiting for Captain Fish. And on the other side of the bracket, we have Winter winning 2-0 versus Pretty Fly, aka Horseradish. And we have Tuor winning 2-0 versus Nox happening. So Tuor versus Winter will be our other semi-final, and they are both waiting for us, and we are going to be casting both of them. You can sit comfortably and know that that we'll be casting both of them.
Indeed.
Oh, apparently we had the wrong score on the overlay.
Yeah, I noticed when we were ending the series. Literally, as the GG screen popped up, I'm like, I guess that was not correct.
Uh,
I think
okay.
I must have
okay.
like
The hamster. It's okay. The hamster is slow but aware.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll be casting Blazer versus Captain Fish first. Wait, is Blazer a new appearance in the tournament?
Yeah, I believe so.
I think I don't have any information on them.
We have casted him once. I mean, Light has casted him. I think. I want to say it was like a Fire Grow Cup or something. I don't quite remember. Then we will be going to Europe.
Euro Party! I was looking for winter in our player list, and I dropped on S River for some reason.
Interesting.
Was Winter Gaming Ladder Heroes as the winter
True. They had
tag.
the tag. Yeah. Oh.
So maybe this is the original Winter Gaming. The original Winter. What?
What?
Dolphins licking Fugo also. What?
I don't know that fun fact, so I cannot help you there.
Chat is hallucinating things. I have no context.
It was about animals getting drunk.
Oh, okay. Got it. What? I can't be expected to remember what we talked about 20 minutes ago. Hey, Kuro. Hey, Kuro. Don't forget predictions. Kuro, don't forget predictions. Kuro, don't forget predictions.
Like the voice
Kuro,
in
don't
my
forget
head.
predictions. Don't forget predictions. Don't forget prediction. Don't forget predictions. 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 Don't forget prediction. Don't forget prediction. Don't forget things. Don't forget things. Don't forget predictions. Don't forget predictions. Don't forget prediction. Don't forget predictions. Don't forget predictions. Don't forget predictions. Don't forget the predictions. Do not forget the predictions. Don't forget the predictions.
Are you okay, Stick? Are you okay? Are you okay?
My brain is not equipped to handle this much bandwidth of speaking. Predictions are open. Yay!
Oh, like saying he casted Blazer doing hat-trick. There you go. That's what it was.
Ah, okay.
But yeah, other than that, we haven't seen much of them. But before that, we are on Light's favorite map, I think, currently. Maybe, potentially. It is Last Fantasy Elite, the only free-player map on this, or free-spawn map in this current map pool. And we are looking at the first of our place in the top side of the map. It is the red Terran player representing Captain Fish. Yes. Representing Platinum Heroes. It is Captain Fish. He sure is representing Captain Fish.
And in southeast, or the east corner of the edge of the map, it is our blue Terran representing 3D Clan. Give it up for Blazer. Okay, Blazer already scouting around the map and setting up a bit of a proxy.
Ah.
Gonna be cheeky.
Yeah, he scouted the bottom
Two
side
racks
of the map,
proxy.
so he knows that's not where Captain Fish is, and yeah, setting up these 2 racks. Ooh, but Captain
There
Fish
is a
spots
Rax at
it.
home though. Did he? Yes, he did.
Yeah, he went right by it. I don't know if he saw it. Now he saw it. Okay.
Yeah, okay, now he saw it. He's like,
So
okay,
no,
yeah,
his
I need to go back.
SCV saw it, but did he see it?
And then
Ah,
SCV is like
fight.
walking around like, look, I saw it. It's up to you to see what I saw.
Yeah.
Well, that's a bit of a stretch. They does manage to delay the construction of that second barracks, which is really nice.
As you said, there is a third barracks back at home as well for Blazer, so this will be a very aggressive opening there. What does Captain Fish have to respond?
Well, there's a bunker. There's a Reaper on the way. There's a glitching SCV on the corner. I think it's trying to cut the tree. Or it looks like it was trying to cut the tree. Like it's Warcraft or something.
This is not Warcraft Evolution.
No. Okay. You can you imagine the insanity of mixing StarCraft and Warcraft together?
I mean, it exists.
Yeah, it's called Heroes of the Storm. Yay!
No, Warcraft Evolution is a mod that exists that mixes the races from
Oh.
StarCraft 2, Warcraft 3, and and the Evo. StarCraft Evo, so the Brood War versions.
I can't even with this scene. Okay, 1 Reaper does go down for Blazer. Captain Fish about to have 3 Reapers here to defend. And a Hellion out. So yeah, this is going to get pushed away. Very well defended here by Captain Fish.
Yeah, I mean, it does help that he scouted it fairly early, so he had the time to prepare the defenses. He had the time to get the Hellions out. He put that bunker down, and yeah, now he looks fairly safe. He still has to, you know, pay attention to the movement of the opponent, but yeah, he pretty much helped.
It's going to be a little bit dicey here. Captain Fish can't really move out on the map right now. And getting that command center on the high ground is a bit of an annoyance. But Blazer also in the same position.
And Blazer is not slowing down either.
Captain Fish is sneaking around with the Hellions.
Yeah, to be fair,
Very sneaky.
I don't think, yeah, because he turned back, I don't think he ever checked exactly where Blazer is. He never, like, the SCV never reached the base, so he had to go down to see if maybe he's there.
Oh, you're right, yeah. Captain Fish is still checking the other side of the wrong side of the map. Ooh, I'm gonna lose this
The depot.
people, yeah, that's the word I was looking for. Every wrong word in the dictionary came to me instead of the word I was looking for.
All the Hellions are out on the map. Ooh, but the tank pops out just in time and will be able to stop these Reapers from completely destroying the base, but there's more coming from Blazer. Oh my god. This guy just got blasted.
Yeah, the tank is going to be a good defense here. The Hellions do manage to get themselves into the main base of Blazer. And are going to burn some SCVs here if they bunch up. Oh, this could be very dangerous. Blazer is going for the GG, well played. And will tap out.
Yeah, GG. Nicely done by Captain Fish. I mean, again, it's very important that he scouted it so early, but even then, like, he didn't have a lot of time to prepare, and he managed to you know, set up a good defense.
Yeah, and also shout out to Blazer. This was a very, very dangerous attack.
Yes, he was very close to breaking in there.
Yeah, Captain Fish had to be good several times, not just once. And good job on the sneak attack there with the Hellions. Very good move.
Yeah, I mean,
because you can imagine the defense at home. The defense at home would have been much easier with those Hellions there.
Yeah.
Instead, it was like almost lost defending with the tanks and the Reapers and the Marines. But just having that backstab there at the right moment.
Like, I will say, when I saw the Hellions across the map and more of the Reapers coming in, like, that looked actually like Captain Fish may lose it right there and then, because the tank was not out yet, and, you know, the moment the tank popped out, like, was like the last second before, like, the SCVs all started to fall.
Yeah. You say Captain Fish said that he got lucky there. I don't think so. Maybe the only lucky part was maybe scouting
The
that,
scouting
proxy
pattern.
earlier on.
Yeah, the scouting part.
But then again, it wasn't super lucky. It was just on his way with an SCV on a like a regular path.
Yeah,
So,
but I guess the thing is more like which path do you choose first, I guess. Because he could have went for the base on the bottom and then he probably wouldn't have seen it.
Anyway, we are back on ley lines. Ley lines where, you know, lines are laid and there's lava for some reason. In the northeast corner of the map, current reigning SDO champion, the favorite himself, representing Platinum Heroes in the land of Germany. It is our Red Terran. Give it up for Captain Fish.
And across the map we have his opponent. It is the blue Terran player representing 3D Clan. It is Blazer. I think it's 3D Clan Academy actually. I'm not entirely sure, but I think so.
Ah, with the A.
Yeah, I think it's like Academy. But I mean, still part of 3D Clan then. Just the more, the B division, I guess.
The A division for Academy.
Ah, true. Also, yes, there is Warcraft Evolution. So this SCV is really trying to do something. But yeah, there is a Warcraft Evolution.
Okay, so in the Warcraft Evolution thing, do SCVs have to cut down trees?
No. The Warcraft races, the peasants gather minerals.
Okay.
Because the maps are just StarCraft maps, and yeah, they just use the same resources. So look at them both scouting.
So it's like is it made in the StarCraft engine? Is it
Yes.
StarCraft 2 engine?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
and
basically StarCraft 2, but you add some units from Warcraft.
yes, but also SC Evo. It's both.
Yeah, with from blue doors and stuff like that.
Yeah. But yeah, basically that, and there are various opinions on whether it's a balanced mod or not, because I mean it's very complicated with how many races there are. But yeah,
I mean, some would argue that some definitely argue that StarCraft 2 itself isn't balanced.
True, but this is like takes it to another level,
Yeah, I don't know if it's possible to balance.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like
that.
with that many races, I don't know if it's possible.
I mean, just think how many abilities and stuff you had, like in the campaign.
Yeah, I keep saying
that aren't even in the competitive.
Yeah, we should add, like, apart from like the SC Evo with the Brood War races, we should have another mod that adds campaign races as well. Just add more races.
Oh, there's a mod for, well, I don't know, there was back in the day that lets you play with all of the campaign abilities and special units and stuff.
But the campaign abilities themselves, yeah, because the campaign abilities themselves are not supposed to be balanced. Also, this is quite an intense Reaper fight here. But then, like, you would have to balance it is.
So, like, this is like chasing Captain Fish across the map here. No, doesn't manage to catch that Hellion out on the side. Ooh, nice ambush there by Captain Fish. Very good maneuvering there.
Yeah, some good
micro. I don't know if he can take down this
sides,
Hellion though. Very nicely done by Captain Fish there. Setting up those ambushes.
Yeah, using the high ground and the line of sight blockers and stuff, like very nicely done. And now he has a few Reapers to go into the main base of Blazer.
Ooh, there's nothing to defend here. Well, there are a few Marines coming in, but might get a few SCVs by the time they manage to do anything about these Reapers. I mean, just throwing grenades at nothing.
Yeah, they're just threatening.
When you play with Reapers and you throw grenades, you either look completely stupid or a genius. I mean, if you're beyond, you look like a genius. If you're not beyond, you look like an idiot.
No, I wouldn't say it's that bad, but they can definitely be tricky to execute. But I will say what was hilarious last game, where a bunch of Reapers threw their grenades at the tank,
Yeah.
and the tank also
And it
jumped.
just bumped around.
It's hilarious. I wonder if okay, hear me out. We need someone like
Yes.
beyond level micro. But I wonder if you can bounce a unit. In the sense that like one charge explodes, it's like in the air, and then the other charge explodes and it bounces in a different place. And just like
Ooh.
keep bouncing.
Like a skipping stone.
Sure, whether I don't know
Like
what
on
it
a, like
means.
on a lake, you skim like a skipping stone
sure.
on a lake.
Like basically not let it land.
Oh.
But you need someone like you need the beyond micro there.
Yeah, this is like a beyond level nonsense.
I want someone to try to just see if it works in the engine even, because maybe the engine just doesn't do it.
Fear dragon.
Fear dragon, where are you? We need like the fear dragon side, like the Batman.
He hasn't posted one of these in a very long time.
Yeah, he's been busy lately.
Remember when grenades used to do damage? Remember when grenades weren't even grenades? They just attacked buildings and absolutely demolished buildings. Like if you went for a Reaper in Wings of Liberty in the first like patches of the competitive game, Reapers had like these they were blue like grenades that they would throw in buildings, and they would do so much damage. If you had like 5 Reapers, they could destroy a command center in like 2 or 3 volleys. It was insane.
Yeah.
Then it got nerfed and replaced with these.
Yeah, nowadays
They're
Reapers.
actually technically called mines. They're not even called grenades.
I think they're just called charges. KDA charge.
Oh, yeah, charges.
Ooh, the Raven goes down actually.
Yeah, very nice catch there by Captain Fish. Those ravens, they're very annoying. You want to get rid of them. Blazer only had 1. Oh no, actually Blazer has another one. Okay, he had 2. But Captain Fish is getting a hell of a lot more.
Yeah. Both of them did research the Matrix ability.
Interference Matrix.
Yes.
Back in my days, you had interference matrix built into the Raven. You didn't have to research that.
What do you think?
Ravens are so cute.
Yeah, but it also does the
at
thing
the-
where it it spins and it does.
Zip, zip, zip. Yeah. Do a barrel roll.
They do barrels.
Come on, do a barrel. Do a barrel roll. Do a barrel. You can do it, boy. You can do it, boy. Come on. Do a barrel roll.
I
Come
still
on,
don't
boy.
know why they do it, but they do.
Don't question it.
Also,
Let
shout
them
out to
cook.
Blazer on having that trophy next to their base.
Yes. Come on, barrel roll. Do a barrel roll.
One of them will, right?
Come on, beep boop, beep boop. Chop chop. They never do it when you actually look at them.
No, you don't do. I mean, look, they're shy. Okay,
They're shy.
you have a sensor tower.
They scan. They look at you. They observe you. You don't observe them. They don't like being observed.
But yeah, if you want to,
Ah, both.
yeah.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, if you want to
what?
see Warcraft Evolution, the Kung Fu Cup is actually organizing some of those, and we did cast them. So if you want to see a Mountain King
Oh, they're actually
thunderclapping
making
Zergling,
tournaments with this nonsense.
yeah, but if you want to see Mountain King thunderclapping Zerglings, then you're welcome.
Okay, Captain Fish starting to poke here. Not quite happy with going up this ramp. Going to try and come in here in this much wider non-low ground position. Who is the interface matrix on that tank at the back and the other one as well.
Ooh, Raven goes down.
Captain Fish's tanks get sieged up, and I think this is a great position here for Captain Fish. Does lose a lot of the Marines though.
All of them.
And oh, yeah, some of the back.
Yeah, there's some on the back. But yeah, with the tanks being spread out all around this position, like this is actually not that easy to attack into.
Good use of interface matrix, taking care of Blazer's tank there. Now these tanks are in range. I think they're in range of the command center, the orbital platform there.
Barely.
No?
Yeah, no,
Yeah, yes, they are.
just barely.
And they are. GG is called. Well played. And Captain Fish will take the series 2-0 and will be our first finalist of today's Sea Duckling Open, the number 134. Going to defend the championship.
Yeah, indeed, GG. Nicely done by Captain Fish, but also well done by Blazer, because those were very close games. Don't be fooled by the scoreline, because those games could have turned at any moment, at any point, and it required some very careful position in micro to overcome those battles.
Yeah. It was very. Did you notice that you just casted the TVT and you actually enjoyed it? Huh?
I mean...
Yeah, you didn't hate it.
I didn't hate it, yes, that is true. I didn't hate it. Because
that's a win in my book.
we didn't have the tank standoffs, you know? That's the worst part, where they just sit there and they just look at each other.
I mean, it doesn't happen that much, to be honest, these days, right?
Yeah, this day is much more rare, but also TVT is not very common. So
I mean,
there's that.
we haven't had these TVT, these long ass TVTs. They're not as common as they used to be.
Yeah, definitely. The game has been playing out much faster. And...
Okay, so now we are going to be casting our other semi-final, which will be versus Winter versus Ture. Ture is the semi-final. The runner-up from last SDO, who might get a rematch here in the finals if Ture takes this game, takes this series.
Okay, I may go
Ture
to...
is Zerg.
I'm gonna see if they are on NA, because I don't see them on EU.
Wait, am I on EU? I have no idea where I am right now.
You are on EU.
Yes, I'm on EU. Why is Starduck here?
That is a bit... actually, we know why.
Starduck is playing on EU for some reason.
He's playing... You know what he's playing, right?
Yes.
He's playing
Kerrigan
Kerrigan Survival on every server, because right now NA is asleep, he's playing on EU. He's an addict, okay? He's an absolute addict.
Absolute animal. Animal. Yeah, Captain Fish says if he wasn't scouting the proxy, he would probably have lost.
You should drink some coffee to
know.
calm your nerves. Okay.
Mr. Coffee to calm. I mean, to be fair, with how dynamic these two games were just last, yeah, coffee might actually be a relaxing drink. There's a very dynamic TVT here. Terrans, they have high blood pressure. It's not healthy. So it's all the sodium. They need to have copium to deal with that.
Okay, so it looks like it will it will take a little bit to find our players, because thank you European chat for being bugged. So with that, we will go on a short break. We will try to settle this semi-final, and then we'll be back when we're ready. See you then. And welcome to Duckling Open number 134. We are currently in the second semi-final already, only 2 series left of today's broadcast. I am here with Steel Mode, of course, and we are on Last Fantasy. LE. What does LE stand for?
LE stands for Languaging Equestrians. Languaging Equestrians. That's, you know, when horses are sleeping.
Okay.
On the east edge of the map, all the way from the land of Ukraine, it is our Blue Zerg, the runner-up from last SDO. Give it up for Tur, otherwise known as Dwarf.
And on the top side of the map we have his opponent. It is the Red Terran player, representing the Void and Israel. It is Winter. Or Winter.
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 Winter. Winter.
Winter. Ah, okay. Okay.
Oh, by the way, I did check. Tur actually does refer to Thor.
Ah, there you go.
Like, it's one of the this kind of Eastern European pronunciations, variations of the of Thor, of the Nordic god Thor.
Okay. Okay.
It's according to Wikipedia. I don't know if that's exactly the reference here, but
Fair enough.
yeah.
I know that Slavic lands have their own god of thunder, but sure.
We have one god of thunder.
We do actually. Like
We do.
the Slavic
We
Slavic
do
beliefs
have
did have a
god
god
of
of thunder, and he has different names, of course.
Is he wearing a tracksuit
No,
and squatting on the ground?
no, that was before that.
I just didn't. Sorry. Oh, very funny. There's a very funny image of my head of like a Slavic bro guy, just with
No,
a
just-
tracksuit.
Just imagine
And a cigarette,
Zeus. Just imagine Zeus in tracksuit, you know, with the classic bird. And
Yeah,
everything.
Zeus in a tracksuit, like squatting and like holding the hammer in his hands.
So I don't know why I
and a
went to
cigarette.
Zeus when we were talking about Thor, but same thing, same difference.
Yeah.
I feel probably every culture has a god of thunder, really. Out of all the things,
I mean,
thunder
it would-
is probably
it
the
would make
most
sense.
godly.
If you lived in the ancient world and you had no idea what thunder and
Yeah, that's what I
lightning are,
mean.
right? Like you'd think, like, some fucking entity is angry at me.
Like, out of all the things, thunder is probably the most scary, so... other than, like, you know, literal,
Yeah.
like, disasters.
Hmm.
Happy?
Oh yeah. Kekoro, don't forget prediction. Thank you, Captain Fish.
Thank you, Captain Fish. Just didn't forget, guys. Yes, I did not forget, definitely.
Definitely did not forget.
You know, in like few months, like my laptop will be entirely decorated by arrow sticky notes.
Like, I don't think that as a punishment it doesn't work.
Why?
It's not effective.
It's funny.
Because it's funny, but it doesn't remind you.
It kinda does. It was better when I had the bigger stickies, but they didn't hold very well. Like for some reason they don't want to stick to the surface. The arrows do fine though. The arrows are perfectly fine. I'm actually not taking them
Ooh.
off.
You're going for a very early lair here.
Oh. I mean, to be fair, he is on
The
three bases.
the
so
famous
it's not bad
4-minute
then.
lair. Yeah, but this is you know, taking up quite early on,
And he barely has any units still, so it's a bit risky.
which is dangerous because Steam is about to finish for winter, and you might see that marine push coming. There we go. There's a double medivac drop. It's not completely full. It's not completely full, but Still very dangerous with Steam, and very little to defend at home for Tuer.
Yeah, bendingness has only just been put down. Like it's a bit more than halfway done, but like it's nowhere near finalized, and not even mentioning speed.
Well, there you go, the Marines are coming. Starting to munch on overlords here so far, but quite a lot of them go down. Yeah, nice stutter step there.
Drones are forced off the line to fight the Marines. A lot of them will be going down. The Queens are also in danger, and so is this bendingness being so far forward.
7 overlords went down. That's a lot of supply for Dwarf. That's going to be difficult to recover. Actually, I think Dwarf has way too many overlords at this point. Oh, that's way too economical of a play. GG
Yeah.
is called. And Wunder takes game number 1.
Yeah, unfortunately for Tur, unfortunately for Dwarf, he did not have many units at all. And as I said, like there were no bendings in general because the bending is only just barely finished, no speed. So yeah, he did not have enough to defend from this drop, from this harassment basically from Winter.
Yeah, you know,
Really
7
played.
overlords and was still had 82 supply. You know, overhead. So that's like a bit too many overlords. That's resources that should have been something else.
To be fair, he also did use quite a few units, so maybe that was more applicable before that. But yeah, definitely a lot of overlords that ended up dying. Okay, our players are ready.
Okay, both players are ready.
We're going for
We're
game
going
number.
to incorporeal,
Captain,
which
you saying
does not exist.
Yeah, it does not exist. It's incorporeal. So, Captain, you say I'm so glad that you know what I mean with Warfare Saga. Look, I did study German for 6 years. It's fine. I don't remember anything.
We translated it on stream one time. I think
That's
it
true.
was,
That's true.
I don't know. Yeah.
But what I mean is that like the language itself is like not as foreign to me, so I will remember words because it's familiar. Because like if you don't know the language at all, it's much more difficult to retain vocabulary.
Yeah.
Anyway.
And speaking of vocabulary, we are on incorporeal, LE, and E instead, LE stands for low existence. Low existence. That's what happens when you are incorporeal. Huh? Huh? In the northwest corner of the map, all the way from the land of Ukraine, it is our Blue Zerg and runner-up from last SDO. Give it up for Dwarf, otherwise known as Tuer.
And across the map we have his opponent. It is the red Terran player representing the Void and Israel. It is Winter. Also known as Wuntr.
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 There's no vowels there, so it's just Wuntr. Yes.
No, I'm just trying to remember about what we said about this map, and like I don't
how
even
do you
remember
like
what we said.
Incorporeal with all of its purpleness?
Oh, I like the purple foliage. I'm always a big fan of those. There are plants like that for real, in realsies. There's a species, there's a variant of, not plum, the Japanese one.
Peach?
Satsuma, yeah, peach. No, not peach.
Persimmon? I don't know. What's Japanese?
The Japanese tree with the white flowers.
Cherry? Cherry is pink.
Cherry blossom? No, not cherry blossoms.
Apple is white, but I don't think that's what I mean.
No, it's maybe plum. I think maybe plum. I'm talking about.
I think plums are
plum is
white
the one
as
I'm
well.
talking about. Yeah. So there's a variant of plum that has a very purple foliage like this. So very, very nice.
There is actually okay, Stick, how well do you know trees? Like if I show you a picture of a tree, will you be able to tell what it is?
If it's one that I already am familiar with, then yeah,
Okay.
but I'm not very good at like recognizing.
No, because
this
I
stuff.
need to find a picture because there is this one like tree with red leaves, and I'm curious what it is because it's been planted. It's not like wild, so I wonder what it is because it's just so bizarre in
red
a green
leaves.
landscape.
Are they always red, or are they
Yes.
only red in
Always red.
And
And
that
it's a
I
tree.
don't know. So there are ones that are red during autumn and stuff.
No, that's normal. That's normal here. But that one is just permanently red, which is why it's weird.
Anyway, speaking of permanently red, this ground is blood red with the death of a lot of units who are being lost here, but so far, Dwarf not quite pushing through.
Yeah, the
His
bunker is
bunker and the
holding
Marines
strong.
are enough to give this. Yeah. There is, the factory is about to finish, so tank is quite a while away for winter here. But there are enough Marines maybe to catch this. Ooh, jumping forward, catching that Ravager. And now the roaches are stuck at the back. And this base will hold.
Yeah, it was a little bit close, but but definitely Winter holding on there. The roaches were not able to break the position. Now there is enough Marines to clean this up, and Turo has to move on to the next point of the plan. He did delay the mining in his base at least.
Das ist kein Schnitzel für mich.
What?
Also yes, Sakura, not Satsuma. Satsuma is a different
Sakura
thing.
is
Satsuma
cherry.
is the...
Sakura
Yeah,
is
yeah.
cherry.
Okay. Okay, so that I confused the cherries with the plums.
To be fair, like there are like various types of each fruit, so it can be like multiple cherries. Because I think the most like classic one is pink, like the classic Japanese cherry is pink, but I think it can be white as well.
Yeah, Satsuma is the little oranges. The little citrus thingies.
They have a bunch. They have yuzu. They have a bunch more. It's not a maple tree. Chat is helping.
Maple, not maple.
Maple.
God damn it. God, the butcher of names strikes again.
Look, English
a
is
maple.
not my first language, okay?
No, but it's like maple. Maple is like one of the most famous names of trees, like for maple syrup in English. Like just by cultural osmosis, you should know
makes
that.
no sense. I will stand by that.
Hey, it's a maple. It's a maple tree.
But yeah, Aista was suggesting that we should cast in German, but firstly, that's not happening, and secondly, you did miss there was once meetup in Berlin for Ducklings. That was the one opportunity to hear us speak in German.
We did not cast.
We did not cast in
any
German.
German.
But that was like the one moment, like the one point where we actually had to use any German knowledge.
I mean, did we?
The changeling. Not really. We mostly speak.
Oh, the changeling! Look at it! Look at it! Oh, he's like, I belong here. I'm one of you. I'm one of you guys.
Yeah, this
Hot.
he actually fits right in. That's really good.
Yeah.
A bit slow, but he's getting there.
It doesn't have steam.
Doesn't have steam.
That's how you recognize the changelings. They're never high.
Yeah, but thanks to that, Tyr was exactly aware when the attack is coming, and his roaches were able to move out.
Yes,
this up
that's the
entirely.
tank as well. Oh. Another Marine is left behind. The changeling is like, oh, okay, I can't go in medivacs.
It was a good one though. It was really fitting. Because a lot of times the changelings are pretty obvious, but that one was actually really good.
Captain Fish. I don't want a TVT, please.
Well,
Can't use battle cruisers in TVT.
true.
Okay, so Dwarf this time, Cure, going to be on the other side of the map. Winter is going to be Winter is going to be on the defense this time. There are how many tanks do we have here? There's only one tank. Ugh.
Yeah,
That's
the
not
other one
hot.
died in the attack.
There is a second one coming. So if it's going to be here on the high ground, it's going to be in a good position to help defend.
Well, the mine is moving forward, but they're going straight into the bios. Fortunately, Winter notices it in time.
Oof, having those supply depots at the front is annoying. So Winter is going to be stuck on 2 bases right now.
Yeah.
Sure, doesn't look to expand just yet, but getting a lot of tech
Well, he
behind
does
all of
have
this.
a fourth going on.
Okay, now, just as I said it, you plop down another. Which is, look, I can't predict everything. I can barely predict anything.
And yeah, as you said, the tank is on the high ground, so it's a nice position. Of course, there are bars, so the bars may still reach it, but I mean, Tyr has to get there first.
Ooh. Look at that, we have a butt. Joe is getting a butt. You have a butt, look at the butt. Yes, Joe is bringing some units back to be ready for that Nidus. There's like one overload hanging around the natural base of Winter. And that's about it. So I don't know if this is going to be super effective. There are tanks at the back here, so it's not like a great position.
Like, it can help with setting up a surround, but it won't really like, catch the Terran off guard.
Mm-hmm. It's going to be a bit weird here. Oh, there's the Overseer down, so yeah, the Nidus is not going to be the big play here, and Winter breaks out of this siege and will chase these units all the way back, whittling them down along the way. Don't care about no pile shots.
Yeah, I mean, he has the Medivacs, a single bile shot should not kill off these Marines, and now Tyr has to master a defense. He does have a lot of roaches here, though.
I'm gonna be very wary about going up that ramp into a whole bunch of roaches and ravagers. But yeah, with the tanks at the back here, yeah, continue the push and leapfrog those tanks forward, as Terrans do.
Oh, but that was a distraction because the Nidus did go up in the main
there's
base.
the Nidus. Yeah, there are tanks here to defend, but there's not much to back them up.
I will say the SimCity does not help though, as the roaches are struggling to squeeze through. But yeah, they're able to take down the
armor wings
tanks.
coming out, but they're going to drop out one at a time though, so it's yeah. Winter instead is choosing to push forward instead of defending at home, going to go for maybe the base trade here, question mark, kind of situation.
Well, to be fair, there are not that many roaches across the map, so we'll see how much damage they can do. They did kill a lot of SCVs though, but I mean, Winter also has a strong army here, but now he's slowly getting overpowered.
It sure does have the advantage of being able to move units between the backstab and the front line here. At his leisure, you know. It's got a defender's advantage all the way up at the front, so it's going to be difficult for Winter to deal with this. And meantime, in Winter's main base, like, everything is going down.
Yeah, the base is completely forfeit, the buildings are now being lifted, but there's not much left there to, like, there's barely any economy, only that Natural is still mining. So Winter has to do damage right here, right now, like, this army has to actually hurt the Zerg, but I don't know if it's doing it.
Well, but you try and take on that Nidus, but yeah, it's not even that powerful, and the units come back to defend it, while still attacking at the other side of the map. Tyr is now comfortably on 4 bases. Now breaking the siege here, and we have ourselves a sideways 1-1.
Yeah, very nicely done there by Tyr. So GG, well played, and we are actually in a tight series.
We have an ace match. See what the next map is going to be. It's going to be tokamak. Tokamak sounds like some kind of Japanese dish, you know.
Sure, sure. Yeah.
Today we are going to make some tokamak.
I mean, when you say it with that accent, it sounds like a different.
Hey, today we are going to make a tokamak.
Yeah, sure. When you say food, now it makes me think of kaimak. Do you know what that is? Is that a thing in other languages?
I don't know.
Okay.
What is it?
It's like, I think it's just made of milk. It's like, yeah, I don't know. I think, okay, so I know that in Spanish they just call it dulce de leche, which is just the sweetness of milk. So if you find
Kaimak,
that,
sarshir, or kashta is a creamy dairy food similar to clotted cream made from the milk of water buffalo, cows, sheep, goats, in Central Asia. It's from the Balkan countries, Caucasus, Levant, Turkish regions, Iran, and Iraq. Oh, it's a Middle Eastern thing. Turkish thing.
first thing I hear, but sure, maybe. It's just commonly used here for like wafers and stuff. Like it will be like a filling of wafers, like maybe some cakes.
Kind of like a cheesecake thing, right?
No, not really, because it's not milky in like per se. It's more like similar to caramel than to milk. So like you would use it similarly like caramel, I guess.
Okay.
So yeah, today in World Fun Facts, we always have to bring something up like that.
Look, this is what we were not paid for.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, look, we have people of many cultures here, so it's always interesting to see like what's like what different like cultures, different cuisines know about each other, because you know sometimes it turns out that there are very similar like dishes in completely different cuisines. It's always interesting.
Speaking of different cuisines, we are on tokamak. LE. LE, of course, stands for livable entrance. That's when you have
An entrance that you can
door
leave
to your
through?
home. Yes. In the northeast corner of the map. All the way from the land of Ukraine. It is our Blue Zerg, currently sideways 1-1 in the series. The defending runner-up from last SDO. Give it up for Ture, otherwise known as Dwarf.
And across the map we have his opponent. It is the red Terran player from Israel, representing clan Devoid. It is Winter. Or Winter.
Winter.
Winter sounds German.
Yeah.
And it is a
Winter.
Double X, no proxy.
Yeah, but it's a nice wall off there to prevent any kind of early game shenanigans, while being able yourself to create some early game shenanigans.
Yeah, some aggressive opening there from Winter. Not all in, but an aggressive one.
There's a word for that. There's a term for that.
Yeah. What is it, Stick?
It's not an all in. It's a
some.
Say some in.
People don't know all our bad terminology from years past.
Yeah, some in. It's not an all in, it's some in.
Let's just not get into Terran math though, okay?
Terran mathematics. I mean, the 2-on-1 hasn't been a thing for a while, right?
Yeah, but now you have like all sorts of variations of ones and
But we
twos.
don't call them with the
No,
you don't use the numbering system
We
anymore.
don't.
It's a shame. It's a shame we lost that. It was very
Uh-huh.
very concise. It was difficult for a lot of people to like wrap their heads around it.
Mm-hmm.
But once you understood the logic, it made a lot of sense.
Sure. Yes. That's what it was. It made sense. Oh,
Leistung Elbing.
yeah, Captain Fish is now
What's
providing
Leistung?
German versions.
All right, I'm going to put this in the translator. Hold up. Where's my
As the Reapers are harassing this third base, Queens are here to defend, but they are slow because they are off creep, so it won't be that easy. I mean, it is for Reapers, but it is a whole building, so I don't think they should be able to take it down. Nonetheless, they did
service
some damage.
provision. I don't know what that means.
Me neither.
Alright, Reapers. Reapers very regretting their not having these grenades from Wings of Liberty, where they can just shoot buildings. Otherwise that that hatchery would have been dead 2 minutes ago.
Yeah, I mean,
Ah,
all the
still
Aggies
doing
are
damage,
dead,
gonna
though.
be.
Yeah.
Ooh, this is a very strong pressure here on the beginning of the game. Hasn't lost a single Reaper. This is some beyond level harassment here.
Captain Fish saying,
Nicely
hey, that's
done.
my
Before the queen
build.
comes out. Okay, the queen does manage to come out. And the roach as well. Oh, the hatchery just about manages to survive. Oof.
Yeah, now with the roaches being
Very
out,
clutch for sure.
Winter cannot really continue to harass this base, but as you said, like, this hatchery was so close to dying. They're two Reapers of all things.
Oh boy. Still, no, that's a lot of damage on that hatchery very early on in the game. Wait, is this a backup hatchery that you plopped down
Yep.
before?
I mean,
Yeah,
it's
'cause that's a
very,
fourth
fairly
base over
trash,
there.
but yeah. This hatchery is so low. Yeah, he's transfusing it now because it's still in danger. I mean, those are only 3 Reapers, so they shouldn't be able to do it, but that was way too close for comfort for the Zerg.
By the way, tokamak is something.
Oh.
It's apparently it's from Russian. It's a device which uses a powerful magnetic field generated by external magnets to confine plasma in the shape of an axially symmetric torus. I don't know what that means. Like a part of a thermonuclear fusion reactor thingy.
I mean, there are a lot of like
Like-
thingies here.
Yeah. So apparently it's a very technical,
And the
technical
Zerg.
name for something. I don't know. Oh, this is a Duckling, yeah. Suspended. Yeah, there was a Marine suspended there.
Yeah. I think actually it wasn't a Marine, I think it was like a civilian. I don't think they had an armor.
Oh, there's another one here. Is that a Protoss one? See, there's a
Where?
chamber there.
What is that?
That looks maybe like a Protoss. Can you look
A
maybe on the
hybrid.
other
I
side of
think
the
it's a
map? You can see it.
hybrid. Maybe a hybrid. Hold on,
No,
let
it
me-
has
let me find-
headlights on its head.
Can somebody come to this side of the map? We need some light.
Yeah, we need some light here. Yeah, it does look like a hybrid,
I think it's a hybrid.
or maybe a Dark Templar or something. Okay, so game is sort of plateauing here, stabling up. Winter was almost like just a handful of HP away from actually defeating Dwarf there.
Yeah, that
It
was,
was a
that was
very,
scary.
very difficult start there.
To be fair, he was working on the roaches in the meantime, so I don't think it would end the game, but it would definitely put him much farther behind if he actually did get that base.
Oh, the Ravagers are still being morphed here just as winter is coming. Get it? Get it? Winter is coming because Game of Thrones reference. And Winter is pushing forward. Gonna snipe one of these Ravagers. So not a lot of siege power there for Tuor. Even sniping that Cryptomor. There aren't a lot of tanks there for Winter either, when the Marines are starting to run out. So unless reinforcements come in right now, this push could be overextending here. As Tuor is pushing forward, maybe gonna get all the way to the tanks.
Yeah, there are now enough
the
roaches.
go down.
Enough roaches, enough ravages. The tanks are being cleaned up, and so are the Marines. Only a few of them survived. There are reinforcements on the way, but I mean they're all the way across the map.
Tuor is pushing up the ramp. I'm gonna catch that tank with the biles, and even get a medevac as well. Ooh, this is going to be putting Winter on the back foot. Oh, there's even Borrow. Yeah, I noticed that before. It was Tuor did get Borrow, so able to put these units into the ground to give them a little bit of time to heal up, and maybe dodge a shot here and there.
Yeah, Winter
there
is actually...
a tank to defend here, though.
Yeah, but Winter is forced to pull all the SCVs off the line to help with holding this attack, and 26 SCVs are going down. And this attack is not ending yet.
This attack keeps on pushing. Ooh, yeah, we also have not just Bow, we also have those tunneling claws thingies, so roaches can actually move under these units. There we go.
Yeah, also constantly forcing Winter to
scan
scout.
as well.
To scan,
Yeah. She's very bad because Winter really wants that energy for mules right now.
Captain Fish saying hybrids on tokamak? Impossible! Shout out to people who get this reference.
I don't get that.
Sick. Really? Sick. I think that's a Brood War campaign reference where Zeratul finds hybrids on iron. It's like, hybrids on iron? Impossible. It's one of the most memed lines in like the campaign community.
I've literally never heard about it. The only reference that came to mind was from the Monty Python movie.
Oh, okay.
Where there's someone gets bitten by a tiger in Africa. It's like, a tiger in Africa? That's what I thought it was.
Okay.
But then I'm like 50 years behind the times, so I don't know.
I just realized that those mineral patches have triangles on them to show which ones will be collapsed on.
Yeah. They have warning signs.
Yeah. Look, I just
nice
like
little
these
touch.
little things like that, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I really like...
Well, that tank is in a dangerous position. It might be collapsed on.
But I don't think that will happen, but it's definitely very dangerous.
There are only a handful of tanks here for Winter, and this is a lot of roaches for Tuor. But the Marines are stepping all the way to the back. This is very costly for both players, but I think Tuor has enough to push forward.
Yeah.
Even with the Marauders for Winter, it's just not enough.
Yeah, Winter was hoping to get a nasty snipe on this forward base, but unfortunately for him, he did lose most of his army instead.
Captain Fish is like, I don't want to play against Darren.
Yeah, Captain Fish cheering for the Zerg in the chat.
Mm-hmm. Just noticed, I've noticed this earlier on, but now I'm finally bringing it up. We haven't seen any Protoss here today. ¿Dónde están los Protoss?
Actually.
Las Protoss.
Yeah, we didn't have that many Protoss to begin with, actually. We had way more Terran.
Winter surviving quite a while here. You're just not managing to finish the game just yet. Winter's still way behind on workers. You're just expanding, getting tech, getting a Nidus as well, trying to find a way to get past all of these tanks and the Look at how many turrets there are. There's the backstab in the main base. One, there's an attack at the front here. This might be the ending move here for Tuor.
Yeah, he managed to find a nice opening here. SCVs are once again pulled off the line, but the roaches are marching forwards. The burrow is utilized as well, and the tanks were not in position. They were all towards the third base instead.
The Nidus doesn't do quite a lot of damage, but it does, you know, split some of Winter's forces. Maybe not enough, but yeah, just look at this supply. Even if Winter holds here, there's just nothing to back this up. And with the Nidus, Chiro is able to reinforce and continue the harassment here at the production of Winter. So there's just nothing that could get built here.
Yeah, I mean, he's...
There are tanks managed to siege though, so this might get cleaned up.
Yeah, the tanks are still a great danger there for the Zerg, but once he finds a good position, just like in the previous attack, he was able to find that opening, he was able to get into the position like behind the tank line, and if he can do that again, he may be able to break the bases of Winter. And again, just look at the worker count alone.
Also, look at the army supply. And remember, Wunder has 5 medivacs. That's a lot of the supply, just medivacs.
Yeah, so definitely difficult defense here for Winter, as he has to gather whatever forces he has while the next attack from the Zerg is coming.
Winter is not coming. Chur is coming to Winter. It's...
Also, Captain Fish is clearing out that the quote is actually from Legacy of the Void first mission. There you go. I thought it was in Brood War as well, was it not? Like, there is a mission in Brood War where he finds the hybrid as well. Like on the very end.
Oh, that's a secret.
Oh yeah, I think that's a secret.
That you unlock. Yeah, it's like a secret prologue mission.
Yeah, I thought the quote was from there, but maybe not. We have some reinforcing Nidus here on the front of the base.
I hate rooting against Terran, but go, Roaches, go! Just how much people hate TVT is that they're willing to let the Zerg win just so there's no TVT.
Ooh, nice pull there on the tank.
Nice pull there by the tank. With the Lunkers here. This is a great siege position for Tuor. GG, well played is called, and Tuor will be moving on, and we have ourselves a rematch. Yeah, those don't happen very often.
But again, the GG's to Winter, because this was a really close series. I mean, both in score and in games, and at any moment it could be turned around. So. Very nicely played by both of our players, and congratulations to Tuor on advancing to the finals. And
yeah, remember how this game started with Winter almost killing that third hatchery with just Reapers. And not even losing a Reaper in that process.
Yeah, that was some great micro right there.
How many overseers do you want? Yes, yeah. I didn't notice there was like 5 overseers just sieging all in one.
I mean, hey, in the previous game, the changing was very important for one of the engagements. So hey, seems worth it. But with that means that we have our finalists. We can take a quick look at the bracket.
Will be on EU, right?
Yes. Yeah, for those who have not been following, let me put the score in. We have our finals. Hold on. Ah, panic! I clicked the wrong thing.
Panic.
I clicked the wrong thing. Ah.
Group, please. Information fairy, indeed.
Too many clicks. Okay, there you go. And it will be Captain Fish versus Tuor, the TVZ. But
the hamster is running. The hamster is running on the wheel, but is running in the wrong direction.
The hamster is running, but it tripped a few times on the way. But before that, we have to get ready our random raffle.
Oh, random raffle! If you participate in one of our tournaments and you finish a series, whether you won or lost, it doesn't matter. As long as you finish your series, at least one, you are eligible to participate in our tournament. No, this is not in our raffle. That's the word I was looking for. You are eligible to participate in our participant raffle, in which you can win $5 to your name. Just randomly, for no reason at all, just participation. It's literally a participation trophy. So participate, and you might get the trophy. Unless your name is Yakuzaku.
Yaku did win once.
It was an error. It was not meant to be. Are we setting? Are we setting?
We are setting out so you can entertain the chat. Let me be.
What?
Hold on, I have to copy paste the thing and I have to make sure that the names are correct. Look, it's a whole process. It's much easier when I'm not also casting while doing this.
It's I can buy some time
Uh-huh.
by talking about our Patreon page! !Patreon in chat. We'll send you to our Patreon page if you want to support the CranKy Ducklings. This is probably the best way to do that. You know, you get access to replays and stuff. You get access to subscriber chat. Yeah, it's very cool. It's very, very cool. You can also subscribe right here on Twitch, as many people have done. Captain Fish, we subscribed today. Also gifted some subs, so shout out to them. And also the new subs there. That's a nice way to support us. You can also what's the YouTube thing? Members?
Yes, members.
Or join membership. Members. You can also join our membership on YouTube.
It
if
basically
one of our YouTube chat. We see you.
It basically works the same as Twitch subscribers, so it's a $5 monthly subscription. I think there are options as well. I think that you can have. See, the thing is, on YouTube you can have different memberships. You can use it more like Patreon, but we only have the basic one. And all of those, both the YouTube memberships, the Twitch subscribers, and the Patreon $5 supporters or more, all get replay packs. So if you are interested in replays, that's where you want to be.
Yes. And some of these are pretty damn good.
Yeah.
Because it's not just from our amateur tournaments. You get replay packs from our professional tournaments, from some very, very hype players.
True.
Chu doesn't participate that much, but if he did, you would have replays from him as well.
Yeah, you would. Apparently, True is doing really well in Brood War. Did you hear?
No.
Apparently, he's participating in Brood War. I haven't been able to follow, but I just keep hearing whispers of it.
You mean that degenerate player? The degenerate Zerg player is actually doing well in Brood War.
Apparently. For those who don't know, we have a long history with True. A good one. Yeah. Just to be clear, we're friends
True.
with True.
We're big fans.
Yeah.
Big fans of Bacteso.
But he is True. He is him.
But he's true to himself.
He is true to himself. Yes. He's a big muppet. Anyway.
He's true to himself, and he in himself is true.
Yes. And he was the person where I first coined my phrase brain APM, where he does things faster than he thinks about them.
Yes. I don't think he thinks about them at all.
Maybe.
It doesn't take a lot of brains to make Zerglings and Queens. They're the easiest units to make for Zerg.
Anyway, with that out of the way, we do have our raffle ready. So without further ado, we today have 14 eligible players. We did not have any walkovers, so good job everyone.
Yay.
Everybody showed up, everybody played. And with that,
Participation.
Let's see.
Drum roll.
Yes. Of course, we can't hear the drum roll because Stick is completely
Oh,
muted
because
as
it's muting.
always.
Damn it.
And today,
Let's put inside drum roll here.
today the random raffle winner is Ragnar. So congratulations to Ragnar.
Yay!
A frequent participant of all of our tournaments, really. I'm trying to think if he played in the Turtles as well, but he definitely played in both the Tunas and the amateur tournament. So congratulations to Ragnar, and make sure to join the Macherino, as all the payouts are done via Macherino.
Ragnar brings the rock. Get it? Because Ragnar rock.
I get it.
Your silence feeds me.
I do get it. Yeah. Well, anyway.
Alright, we have Euro party.
Oh yeah, I should probably. Oh god. See, there was a
What?
joke for a while that I have like 8 arms and like that's how I'm able to do everything. And sometimes I think I really should have 8 arms because I should already have everything prepared and I don't. So hold on 1 second. Let me set up the casting tool so I can make predictions, so I can change the title of the series. There's so much stuff.
Look, it's fine. We're taking our time. We're giving the players some a break before the final
true.
match. You know, it's a best of 5. You know, you gotta give them
is.
some time to breathe. Oh, look at that. Captain Fish is like, I like your games. They were fun to watch.
No, yeah, those are good
There
games.
we
Like,
go.
unironically, those are really good
Hey.
games.
It's nice to see some friendly chat in the chat.
Yes, as you said, it is a best of 5. And oh, we're starting on a map we have not seen yet today.
Maganatha. 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 Named after Magnath, who is a very old school alumnus of our tournaments. Participated in a lot of Duckling Opens and MSOs.
Yeah.
He's an Egyptian Protoss player.
And a caster as well.
Trying to see. No, I can't find. Trying to see when he last played in our tournaments.
It's been a while. Like Magna
Yeah,
has
we have
not
the
been.
data here.
Has not been playing in our tournaments nearly as much. I think he's played in some like. Might be All Things Protoss, maybe. I don't know. I think I've seen him on brackets. But yeah, he has not played in our tournaments for a while now. But yeah, he's still actively contributing to the community. So
Yeah, it was nice to see.
also, as I'm saying, to be honest, I also do stuff faster than I think about. I mean, look, everybody sometimes does.
Why bother thinking? That's my question.
Sure. Also, again, you won't understand the term, the brain APM until you see the person, because that happens to that happens a lot to pro players in general, where they just click all over the place and like you try to show them like a setting or something, and they're like three menus ahead of you, and they don't know what they're doing. But yeah, yeah.
I mean, you gotta speak to them at the way, like at the same,
Speed.
frequency that the brain manages to think.
Yeah.
Anyway, we are on Maganatha. LE. LE, of course, stands for lopsided Elephant, lopsided elephant. That's an elephant that's got like a limp, and it's lopsided because it ate too much of those fruit that makes you drunk, and it's now like I tried to make the sound of a drunk elephant, and I didn't work. Anyway, in the southeast corner of the map, all the way from the land of Germany, current reigning SDO champion. Here, defending his championship against the very same runner-up. Representing the land of Germany and Platinum Heroes, give it up for our blue Terran, it's Captain Fish.
And across the map we have his opponent. It is the Zerg player from Ukraine. From Ukraine. English strikes again. It is Dwarf, also known as Tur.
Ooh, what is this like effect?
That's glass.
It's like, it looks like a reflective thingy, like a.
See, it's
like those mirrors that you have on a
it's this glass.
Ah.
It just go. See, normally it like shows what's underneath, but because there's creep, it doesn't.
Oh, so the creep is supposed to cover it, but it's not covering
Yes.
it.
Yes.
Ah, okay.
It's
that
basically
makes
what happens. So instead, we get
It
eyes
looks like-
on creep.
It looks like those reflective mirrors on like those telescopes, those space telescopes.
Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense. And it has like this like hexagon-y thing as well going on.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a Reaper somewhere.
Or it looks like a CPU dies, like a microchip dies, like the way they're printed.
Okay.
We see things. We see them.
Yes.
I do like the foliage in
What
this
about
map.
this?
Look at this. It's very, very tropical. Is that a healing thing
No.
for overlords?
That would be funny, but no. So here's some foliage.
Actually, this might look like, to me, this looks like a meme between map makers where someone was like they were joking about a player who constantly misses the positions for the overlord, so they just made like
Made
a
a
giant one
giant-
that can be missed.
You know what? I wouldn't put it past Hopper. Because we
This
know
this
my
is like
Hopper.
this is map maker humor.
No. Mapmaker humor
me-
is putting moopies in weird locations, often in very extreme locations where like they're on the verge of dying. That's the meme. Another meme of map makers is sorry. There are two factions of map makers. One faction of map makers puts the moopies in danger, and the other faction of map makers puts the moopies as like the overlords of the entire universe. There are two options. And then
This map, this is no, Krupp, this is the map. This is the map that has the oh no,
yeah,
the platypus.
it's somewhere here.
Yes, this is the face of it. It's very difficult to see right here.
Yeah, you can
But
only
if
see it
you-
on like
if you
the
look at-
mini map, you know, when you have the
If
full
you look at the
minimap.
minimap and tilt your head like 45 degrees to the right, clockwise, and you will be able to see the. I'm going to put it in chat. The where is it? The
Platypus.
oh no, platypus. It's very unintentional,
It is
but
very
it's there.
unintentional.
The map maker did not know that it's there until we pointed it out, and
True. And needed a drawing to understand that as well. So it was definitely not.
yeah, I had to. Someone had to literally draw it to point it out to show it. As I love it. I love it. It was completely unintentional, but
Yeah.
once you know it, you can unsee it.
You cannot see. Oh, also speaking of mapmaker memes, as we have Anidus going straight into the main base. Another thing that's also a mapmaker meme is biodomes. That's been a meme for like years, and like a few maps to have them hidden in various places. Ooh, the queens are popping
The
out.
Nidus pops out. The queens are out. Oh, the Nidus does go down, and all the queens will be ravaged here. Wow, Captain Fish only lost like 3 Marines in this.
Literally 3.
Yikes.
So yeah, very good defense there from Captain Fish. He was on point, he saw the Nidus coming, and he just, you know, let the units unload and dealt with them. Because he did have enough Marines to do so.
Very nicely defended. Let's see if Captain Fish can retaliate and do some damage on the other side of the map. Sure should have enough to defend here. There are a lot of Zerglings. They are speedy boys, and there's a bit of creep, so should be okay versus this amount of Marines.
Should be, but not before
Yeah,
some of the queens will go down.
Too. Okay, there's good snipes there. Maybe snipe a few drones as well. Oof.
Oh, of course.
Oh, there's a ledge here.
And it's a
of
big one
course.
too.
Ugh.
So you can unload the entire double drop right there, and the mining is gone.
Yeah, no mining for you. Okay, so he splits them a bit. Very nicely done. Some of them are on the low ground attacking the hatchery. Some of them are at the back as backup,
Yeah,
acting
basically,
like siege tanks.
basically baiting the army into the marines that are unreachable for the units.
There are Banelings morphing. They do not have speed just yet. It's way too early for that. But they might be able to save this hatchery. Another Nidus is popping out in the main base of Captain Fish. Not sure if he's aware of that. The hatchery, the third hatchery for Chio does go down. Oh, the worker transfer is getting caught here. Oh, the veins! Shh. Captain Fish not paying attention here. Does worry about that Nidus at home. It does spew up a couple of Zerglings, but
Yeah.
that's about it. And the drop on the other side of the map continues.
Yeah, the drop continues. The Zerglings were distracted with the Nidus, and the Marines were able to get into the main base, and 8 drones are going down. And with that, Captain Fish just loads up, and he can rotate to another base.
I mean, look at the units lost tab. Oh, this is... Oof. This is painful.
That is indeed.
We lost 10 Marines and the Reaper this game. That's it. Ugh. That is such a bad trade for the Zerg. You're
Yeah.
going for a backstab here, trying to keep the Terran on this side of the map.
But we'll meet the
There
entire
are tanks
army.
on what Marines were there? Yeah. Banelings don't quite have speed yet, and they are off creep, so it's very dangerous. And there are also tanks here, but this does keep Captain Fish on this side of the map.
True. He is not actively attacking, but that only slightly delays that push as the tanks are ready, and as soon as the Link Bane is far away from this position, he's able to move forward.
It does buy Dwarf enough time to get some more Banelings, get some Hydralisks out. This might be the time that Chur needed here.
We'll see, because
This attack is not super powerful.
yeah, and he's getting a nice setup here. He may be able to surround these tanks with the Zerglings, and he decides to do so, but instead he goes for the frontal attack.
No, it does come in from both sides, but it is a little bit hesitant, and yeah, loses too much on the way. GG is called, and Captain Fish will take game number 1. Yeah, I think Chur had, I think, enough to defeat Captain Fish here. This attack, at least. But the positioning was a little bit too hesitant, I think. Maybe, not as smart. Just running into the tanks off creep. Ouch.
Yeah, I think it would work better if Tyr maybe split the forces and went with the Zerglings from behind to take down the tanks and the rest of the army from the front, but unfortunately it didn't quite work out in that engagement, and I mean he already was in a rough position at that point, so yeah, GG, well played, and let's go to the next one.
Yeah, Pylon is going to be our next map. You must construct additional pylons. You must construct additional pylons.
Not enough minerals.
Not enough energy. Not enough minerals. You must construct additional pylons. You must place that in a power field. You must place that in a power field. Ah yes, back in the days when StarCraft memes were just simple. All you had to do was construct additional pylons, and you were fine.
Okay, the real question is, why did pylons become a meme and not like overlords or something?
A good question. Spawn more overlords.
No, that's StarCraft 2 voice. StarCraft 1 was even worse. Because it was Overmind.
Spawn more overlords.
Yeah, cool enough.
I can do the reverb. It's very difficult to do the reverb effect. Anyway, speaking of things that are difficult to do, you must construct additional pylons on pylon. LE. LE, of course, stands for... Yeah. Limited protosification. Limited protosifications. That's when you don't have enough protos. We're in the northwest corner of the map, all the way from the land of Germany, representing Platinum Heroes, currently up 1 in this best of 5 final match of today's Duckling Open, the number 134. Our blue Terran is in fact Captain Fish.
And across the map, it is his opponent. It is the red Zerg player from Ukraine. It is Dwarf, also known as Tur. This also has this effect. The glassy thing.
Yeah. What's going on? It's a different map.
It's a common thing. This one is a bit less transparent though.
This one is actually clipping with what's underneath. You see that? There's like a weird texture
Here?
that's clipping onto it.
Look, it happens, okay.
Oh, this wall, is there a wall?
And that does not look like a wall. That looks like there's an entrance here.
It might not be a wall.
Yeah, the Reaper just...
Yeah, it's not a wall.
I don't know if it was intended to be a full wall though. Well, it probably should be, but hey.
Maybe with an add-on on the barracks it would be.
Yeah, I guess
Pretty
so.
weak
Yeah.
wall though.
Yeah, but yeah, probably not ideal. But hey.
Okay, Captain Fish being a little annoying here. I'm going to try and prevent the Chur from expanding into a third base. While the Reapers are poking in, but there are roaches, very early roaches out here already.
Oh yeah, this was
So
straight to
Captain Fish-
roaches. We're completely skipping Zerglings and Tur is just going straight for roaches, already marching across the map, so that aggressive opening from Captain Fish may actually not be able to pay off, as he's not able to go into Reapers. He has to transition.
Oh, I like that snow, or is it sand
I think it's
texture? With the purple at the back. That thing. I like the color scheme for this map. It's very nice.
Yeah, it's nice. It's pleasant for the eyes.
Yes, like that gold and purple, white. See, this is why the wall is very like
Yeah.
that.
If the Overlord is able to snipe that wall there. Ooh, just barely.
No tech club for you. Forget Steam.
At the same time, the Reapers are poking at that third base of Tur.
Okay, but there are roaches to defend, so you know, Reapers versus roaches not the best combination.
Yeah, but there's not a lot of them, so you know. It's literally
Oh,
one.
look at that! That Reaper bumped the roach and helped the roach
Yeah.
catch up to the Reapers.
Yeah.
See what I said about these grenades? You either look like a genius or like a complete idiot. Like,
It happens. It happens.
It's a very difficult thing to master those things.
I still want like
What was it?
can somebody make like an arcade game that's like, I don't know, Reaper volleyball or something, where you just bounce things around constantly, and like you get more points the longer it stays in the air.
That sounds like something that should exist in StarCraft, right?
Yeah. Stability is there, just have to use it.
Except maybe Only Beyond would be able to play that. Maybe Marvel as well.
Then you can like
Was it Beyond?
you can like
What
lower
was it?
the
Was it?
difficulty.
I think it was Beyond. Who? He wants something by bumping like a Hellion or a tank over a wall.
It was something like that. I think it was a Hellion. I don't think you can.
I think it was bumping a Hellion over a wall. I don't remember who was the player or what
we're
the
like the two
situation
old
was.
people just sitting and trying to remember things. I don't think that's
Remember
gonna work.
when this happened? No,
Me neither.
I don't. Remember when that thing happened? No, I don't remember who you are. The guy, the old man from the
Yeah,
Muppet.
we literally are the Muppets.
We've been compared to Stettler and Waldorf from the Muppets.
Shaking it.
It's so much my head.
Yaku will probably like make a graphic of that. Just put our faces on it.
That sounds like work.
True.
He's busy. He has a job now. He can't do.
He
those
has an
things
actual
anymore.
job now. He actually is an adult. He's being an adult.
He's an adult. He's employed. It's so much my head.
Look, it's been a running joke for so many years, and it happened. He's an adult.
Yeah. Oh look, there's a kind of like not like a pile on the left there. There's like a glyph.
Yeah,
crystal.
it's in a few places. It's next to the bases as well.
Mm. Okay,
Marines are
Marines
running in.
steaming in here, straight into the mineral line. 7 drones dead.
That was a quick
and they
pickup.
get picked up, and yeah.
Oh,
Captain
the
Fish
roaches?
proving to be very proficient with this micro here with the Marines. Very Beyond like.
Yeah, and seven drones going down to this quick harassment, and very nicely done there for Captain Fish, just diving in, diving out.
We have a Spire for George just finishing, and we have a Mutalisk switch. Who is Beyond? Get out of here. We're not that old. He's still playing.
He is still playing.
He has not retired. He's still an active player. We're not that old.
He's winning tournaments actually almost every week.
Yeah.
And we have the double prong from Captain Fish. This base is going to go down. The third has been saved, but no 4-4-2 happening here.
Ay.
And the Matmats.
Captain Fish. Oh, there's a Muta. The Mutas are coming. There's nothing to defend here. There are Marines, but are they going to be enough? Oh, the Mutas are just standing there. Oh, so many of them are going down already.
Yeah, I think
Very
Tyr was
unfortunate there
not
for
expecting
Tyr.
the Marines to be there, and the Mutas kind of just fought the Marines, which in these numbers is not ideal for them.
Yeah, I know they're all dead. There are a handful of Mutalisks left here, but they are not going to be enough to do much. The forces on the ground are enough to push this base, but Captain Fish snipes another hatchery on the other side of the map, and that fourth base of Chur is just not accessible. So Chur is on 2 bases now.
Yeah, on 2 bases, 2
And the
hatcheries,
reinforcements.
and Captain Fish can keep moving forward. He is undecided if he wants to defend, but there's actually not that much across the map.
Getting surrounded, the boys are being pulled. A lot of SCVs go down. Captain Fish is economically behind, but the army of the Terran is just too powerful and will be able to equalize in terms of workers right here by killing all of this base.
Yeah, the Roaches are trying to come here for the defense, but there's enough Marines here. The tank is very low, by the way, but the Medivac is just barely saving it as much as it can.
This is... yeah, this does not look good for Tio. Captain Fish took some damage, but managed to hold pretty well. Has the 2 bases, gonna Actually, he can float into a third and fourth as well if he wants to, because he has these command centers. And yeah, this natural base for Chur is being sniped. Does Captain Fish know about the ninja base there? No. Captain Fish does not know about the fourth base location.
Well, to be fair, there's no mining there. It's only
Yeah.
a base for larvae, so it's not really helping to all that much. And even that roach will get caught.
Might even expose the fact that the worker transfer is going to definitely expose that. GG is cold and Captain Fish. Oh, we're frozen.
GG is cold, but I think Tyr has disconnected while leaving the game. That happens.
Oh no. Wrong button.
Wrong button.
Maybe accidentally closed the game?
Maybe. No, he GG's out of game.
Okay,
so I think he just like the game crashed out.
No, he just said to the party GG.
Yeah, he said
chat.
he
So
said GG
he's
to
still
the
in the
party.
game.
You know, sometimes StarCraft just does things, okay?
Yeah.
Just before people cry rage quit, you know. Sometimes StarCraft just crashes out because it does.
Especially on EU. It's this strangely unstable server for some reason. Okay, there we are. So it's going to be 2-0 for Captain Fish on match point to win this entire tournament. 2 in a row against the same opponent as well.
Yeah. I mean, as you said, Captain Fish is defending the title.
And Chu managed to go up against Wulter so competently, but now against Captain Fish, just all the same strategies just don't quite work the same, right? Captain Fish just managing to hold on.
I will say
That
yes
much
and
better.
no, because if you notice, like in this game specifically, Captain Fish went for the Turax Reaper from the base, which is something that Winter did as well. But it didn't work because Tyr decided to just cut that part entirely. It just went straight for roaches. So we kind of had like different openings. But yeah, in the end, Captain Fish was able to handle that as well. Because with those aggressive Reapers, he was also able to scout very early that the attack is coming.
I think if the Mutalisk attack would have been, not that much of a throw. Okay. Captain Fish just whispered with me in game. That one is for you.
Ah, I think I know what that means.
I think we're going to see something crazy here. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Captain Fish is cooking. He sees the lava and he starts cooking.
On the lava. Okay.
On the lava.
Well, and Stick, take it away.
I think there was like a travel channel or something, like a cooking channel, like a traveling cooking channel that did that. Like they cooked something on lava. I don't remember exactly what show it was.
Okay. Fair enough.
But they did do something like that. Anyway, we are on ley lines where the lines are being laid. Or maybe they are already laid. We don't know. Because we have no idea what that means. In the northeast corner of the map, all the way from the land of Germany, representing Platinum Heroes, 1 game away from a second championship in a row here on the Duckling Open. Give it up for our red Terran. It is Captain Fish.
Blue Terran, by the way.
What?
You said red Terran.
I said red. Well, I only got one thing wrong. It's
Yeah, close enough. Close enough.
It's a win. It's close enough.
Meanwhile, across the map we have his opponent. He's currently on the back foot, but can he bring it back? I mean, he showed pretty good games versus Winter, so I'm sure he can show some nice stuff here as well. We have the red Zerg player from Ukraine. It is dwarf, also known as Tyr. StarCraft just does things.
Bring
Kuro
the
2025. Look.
StarCraft just does things.
It's fairly accurate. I mean, literally today we couldn't make a party because one person was not invitable to a party. It's literally what I mean. It said that it's like it doesn't accept like invites from like non-friends, but they said they changed the settings. They even restarted the client, and they still couldn't be invited to a party. So StarCraft just StarCraft sometimes.
StarCraft be StarCrafting. StarCraft be crafting. Also, I thought about it's not when Captain Fish disconnects. It's not internet, it's internicht. That's my joke. That was it. It's a slow clap. It's the first time I got a slow clap from you, so I'll take it.
I just astounded. I'm like speechless.
Yep.
That's
what we're not being paid for.
Yes, I'm just looking at what Captain Fish is cooking because, as you said, he did say that this one is for you. So I do wonder what he's going for.
I'm thinking battle cruisers.
Probably, because you do like BCs, but also, I mean that is a starboard.
Yep. Well, it's a 1/1/1, so it's there's always a starport.
Meanwhile, once again, it looks like Tyr is planning to go straight to roaches because he's already starting that range upgrade.
Yep, there you go. There's the Roach Warren. Ooh, roaches versus battle cruisers is not a good idea.
I mean, I feel like it's kind of like the Roach versus Muta kind of thing, where like the battle cruisers will do a lot of damage at home if you don't have the defenses, but at the same time, the roaches should be able to go across the map and do damage there. So it's more like balanced, like the defense with the offense.
Here's the difference, though. Well, there's the fusion core. Here's the difference, though. Like when you go Mutalisks against roaches, there are a lot of roaches, and Mutalisks, even a lot of them, find it very difficult to kill roaches.
True.
But battle cruisers, they do a lot of damage to roaches. They can very easily defend against a whole bunch of roaches. So it's not exactly the same situation. It's more equivalent to roaches versus banshees.
Okay.
I'd say.
Captain Fish getting a few stray drones there, just transferred to this new base.
But I do think it's a good idea if you go up with roaches against battle cruisers. Pretty much your only move is to attack, right? Because you can't defend, you can't do anything against it. You just attack and hope that the battle cruisers have to be pulled back home to defend, while you try to set up some kind of anti-air defense.
I mean, I still think that pieces are less of a defensive unit and more of an offensive unit, but as you said, they definitely do with roaches much better than mutas do.
Okay. Battle cruiser is on the way. Quarter of the way finished. Tyr is getting a lair. Do you have any anti-air there? There are no spores, no nothing.
Just queens.
Only roaches. And I have 3 queens and that's it.
Yeah, just 1 per base, so
Ouch.
that will be very painful once the BC comes in. And that will be a BC with Yamato too, so he can snipe queens immediately.
Well, the Yamato is going to take a bit of a while. I think Captain Fish will just jump this battle cruiser straight in. And then use the Hellions to try and... They had multi-pronged Hellions and a battle cruiser. Ooh, this might be rough against roaches. There are Ravagers. The Ravagers might be helpful here.
The Ravagers will definitely be helpful. The problem is there's only a few of them and they have to be in position. But now they have to defend from these Hellions.
All the Hellions go into the third base, into the natural, and the battle cruiser jumps into the main base. Between the main base and the natural, so even if the drones are being pulled up, they're going to go into the battle cruiser. 18 drones went down. One queen goes down, second queen goes down. GG is called. Captain Fish is your reigning, and now double reigning, SDO champion.
GG. Nicely done by Captain Fish. Very strong series there. And again, shout out to Tür because, I mean, he did hold his own, but that was a very, very rough opening.
Yeah, it's Tür, it seems to me like just a little bit behind on everything against Captain Fish. If Tür just grinds some ZVT for the next SDO, I think Tür just takes it.
I think, honestly, I'm trying to think, like, maybe some more scouting specifically for this, or like to like make sure that like the BC opening is not coming, because I think if he knew that the BCs are coming, he would be able to prepare much better. But because it was a complete surprise, like he was kind of caught off guard with the BC coming in together with the Hellions. So I think even scouting could already help a little bit.
Yeah, and it didn't see the Hellions either, so that's a big problem. Because you can at least have some Overlord spread, some creep spread. That gives you at least something to know that something is coming. Because the battle cruiser on its own would have not done that damage. The Hellions on their own would have not done that damage. It's like it's all these three at the same time that did the damage.
Yeah, definitely.
So if you can get even one of them out of the way, you'd be good.
Yeah. So again, nicely played by both players. Also, I see in the in-game chat that Captain Fish is also complimenting Tür on his play, because he did say he was pretty impressed with his games before.
Yes, it's clear Captain Fish did not have an easy time in this series. It was difficult. And talking about beating Pretty Fly, like who beats who? Pretty Fly, Dwarf beat Pretty Fly, and now Pretty Fly then beat Captain Fish. So therefore, Dwarf can beat Captain Fish. It's a very circular StarCraft 2 logic.
I mean, look. Oh, thank you for the raid, Captain Fish. As for those...
Yeah, Captain Fish usually streams his point of view.
Yeah, for those interested, if you want to see Captain Fish point of view, he does usually stream it during tournaments. Also, sometimes he streams the ladder games that he plays, for the eligibility for the tournaments. So if you're interested, then make sure to check out his channel.
If you're interested in beating Captain Fish, maybe you can go and see what he plays and how he does this.
And listen to German Diva.
Wink, wink. Wink, wink. Yes, he's got the German Diva pack. Voice pack.
He does. And with that...
Oh, we had an ad apparently when the game the game ended.
Shaking my head.
The mage. I hate that. Let's not start that debate.
No. We don't need to talk about that.
Yeah. Anyway, congratulations, Captain Fish. Played fantastically well today. All of our series today were really, really well done. We chose pretty well to follow Captain Fish here today. Yeah.
And again, I think the semifinals.
Can we say the favorite now? Can we say the favorite now?
No, see, he agrees. He agrees to being the favorite in SDO specifically.
Okay. I'll give him that.
But yeah, I think definitely a highlight to me was also the semifinals between Winter and Tür. I think it was a very nice series, very close, and both players showcased some really, really close plays there. So, yeah.
Yeah, I was very intense.
I say that, but also Captain Fish versus Blazer was also really fun. We had a lot of like very, very tricky micro there with a lot of positioning for the TVT. So each series had their own highlights.
Did you just call that TVT match fun, Kuro?
The micro, yeah.
You said that naturally. I didn't prompt you.
Look, I said it before and I will say it again. I like TVT when it's dynamic. It's just the problem that usually it isn't.
You said you like TVT. You said TVT is fun.
Oh no.
Yeah. All right.
So
Thank you all for watching.
Ragnar is already saying that yes, I will watch the VODs and study his channel. Ah.
Yes. So you can see how bad I am. Yeah. Don't sell yourself short. Captain Fish is
Says
the beyond
the
of
champion of the
Open.
tournament.
The favorite champion of the tournament.
I mean, to be fair, that's also very like common. Where like the champions of the events. Like I imagine if you ask Serral if he thinks he played well, he'll be like, you know what? No, this game went really poorly because I should have macro better or something. Like I'm sure even he is not pleased with how he plays. So that's just
Yes,
normal.
I only won 3-1, so it's a very inefficient game.
Yes.
Very inefficient series.
On that note, speaking of Serral, I can recommend the Portal games with him and Raynor. It's very interesting to see how their brains work.
Or don't.
Or don't. No, I mean Raynor is kind of the YOLO. He just goes.
It took them like 5 minutes to enter the elevator in the first.
Oh yeah, that's true.
That's
Look, they didn't realize that it's color coded.
That's rough.
But I actually they've been doing better. I've noticed that they've been improving very quickly, and like they actually get it. But sometimes they
are gamers.
Yeah, but sometimes they just big brain themselves, and they just get stuck in their
To
own
be fair,
logic.
they spend most of the time just talking amongst each other and not listening to what the game is telling them to do, so they have no idea what's going on.
That is true. I did notice that at some point they started following the arrows on the walls, though. Like specifically one of them mentioned that there are arrows.
Captain Fish agreed to be one of the favorites, not the favorite, but I'm saying you won 2 SDOs in a row. You are the favorite.
Yeah, and I hope to
as long as there are no Protoss in the bracket. As long as there are no Protoss in the bracket. I'll give you that.
Fair enough. But yeah, with that, if you enjoyed this tournament, then make sure to support it on Patreon, because the prize pools for these tournaments as well as all the others are from the Patreon. So, you know, if you enjoyed this and you have some money to spare, then make sure to check out the Patreon. Other than that, we will be back soon, and I mean soon. I will let me check exactly. We will be back in about 6-ish hours, or rather Light will be back with the Brazilian tournament, with the Brazilian circuit, because the playoffs start today. Those are still online playoffs, but nonetheless the playoffs of the big Brazilian tournament. So if you want to tune into that, that will be coming up in 6 hours about. And other than that, tomorrow we have Sparking Tuna Cup, which is around the same time as Duckling Open, and that one is open to everyone, no matter their skill level or no matter. You can be a pro player, you can be a bronze player, everybody is welcome. So if you're interested in competing, then make sure to sign up. Other than that, of course, you can follow us on socials. We are on Twitter /X. We are on Instagram. We are on Facebook. We are on Mastodon. We are on Blue Sky. So if you are interested in following us on any of those channels, then make sure to check it out. We also stream simultaneously both on Twitch, YouTube, as well as Kick, TikTok, and Facebook. So if you prefer any of those, then make sure to check them out. And all the VODs are always on YouTube. So if you missed any of the streams, then YouTube is the best place to find them. We regularly upload the cut VODs with, like, you know, the singular series and so on. But you can also see the full streams right as they finish on under the live tab. So if you're interested in that, then that is also available. Lastly, make sure to join the Discord, because Discord is our main hub of information. So if you want to be up to date on everything that's happening around the Ducklings, then Discord is probably the best place to find out about that. And other than that, Stick, where can we find you other than this channel?
Twitch.tv/SteelMold. That is twitch.tv/SteelMold, where I don't actually stream almost never.
You were supposed to stream. What was it?
I was supposed to stream, and I was supposed to stream Quest for Glory, but here's the thing: I got stuck. I finally managed to install Photoshop, and I finally managed to figure out why none of my hotkeys work on this computer with Photoshop. And now I need to install OBS, and create overlays and make. Oh, I still haven't even checked that I can actually stream those games because retro games are kind of fiddly like that.
True.
Sometimes you build up all the stuff and then you boot them up on OBS and you start streaming and you realize, oh, it's actually not working. That did happen to me before.
What you're saying is you need to make a stream of setting up the game.
I could do that.
Because it sounds like something that you actually do rather than playing it.
I tried. No, I think I tried to stream Photoshop, but for some reason it doesn't capture the Photoshop window. Yeah. Because I tried to do like a stream where I'm making overlays, and it didn't work.
See, Game doesn't have that problem. Game doesn't have that problem. I have streamed making overlays.
Game doesn't have the settings that Photoshop has.
I know.
Look, every time I see you, when you were streaming, you or Light were streaming making overlays, and I saw that you needed to make make a stroke line around your text, and you had to do it manually. I'm like,
to be fair,
no.
To be fair, they just released Game 3.0, and I haven't checked that one, so maybe that's already there.
Because in Photoshop, it's just a layer effect. You put it on the layer of the text, and you just type the text, and you're done. It does the stroke for you. You don't have to manually do it every time and make me cry.
I wonder if maybe
because I know how much work it is.
Maybe there is a way that I just don't know. It's always possible.
No, I think we searched for that when back in the day, and they couldn't find. Like, they just don't have that ability. Maybe it's like Photoshop has a patent on that or something. I don't know.
No, I doubt that's the case. I think it's more that like just Game was more intended for like editing photos and stuff, and less for like editing graphics. I think it may be more that case. So like not like the options related to more like graphic side of things are not exactly there. But I do not know. But anyway,
that will be all from us for today. As we started talking about Photoshop.
Yeah, we should make a podcast about Photoshop. Also, if you want to see any of my streams, I also stream on both Twitch and YouTube at 16 Squad Sanseki, but usually it's Final Fantasy XIV. So if you're into that, you can check it out. We just finished an expansion that we suffered through because it was not a good one. Specifically, the main story was not a good one. The side stories were great, but the main story it had some issues. Let's just keep it at that.
Now that you're finished with it, maybe you can maybe finish some other playthroughs that you've started in the past.
I have an entire backlog.
Divinity 2.
No, Divinity 2 is just not happening for like a long time because we need Yaku for that, and now he's busy.
He wasn't busy for like 3 years. You could have finished that game 5 times.
Look, I miss Divinity. I miss my lizard. I had a lizard character in Divinity, and we will get to it eventually, one day. Oh, right. We were talking about it. We're gonna do it on New Year's.
Oh.
We are all free on New Year's, so we can play Divinity on New
Year's.
Wait,
New Year's that's in like 6 months, 7 months.
We were like talking to Yako, so when are you free? When is your calendar free? It's like, oh yeah, it's like New Year's maybe.
That's right, he's an adult, he has a calendar now.
So anyway, we will find another StarCraft stream today, so thank you very much for watching, and we will see you either for the next amateur tournament that we will be hosting, or we will see you with light casting in just a few hours. So
thank you very much.
Thank you for being here. Goodbye.
Yeah. Bye.